All right, welcome everybody to Amateur Hour Commentary. This is playoff weekend, or at least week one of playoffs. This season has been great, and there's probably a reason why. You're probably wondering why I'm starting early, and that's because I wanted to do a pre-playoff review of like what's to come and kind of go over what we have seen throughout the course of the season. But the issue is I haven't really had. I probably could have done it. Probably should have done it, but I wouldn't have been able to do it at a time that was respectful of everybody's time, and not including the Europeans. So I'm doing it now since we have two midday matches. Unfortunately, the first matches are occurring at the same time. But hey, you know what? You gotta schedule them when you gotta schedule them, and we're gonna go over all that. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the rules first for the playoffs and how that's going to proceed. And I also noticed that I never actually posted. I thought I did the tiebreaker map in round or game mode. I know it was on the US server, but for some reason I don't know what happened to the I don't know what happened to what the actual tiebreaker was. So if anyone remembers or wrote it down or something like that, then let me know. I know I had done it during the preseason review, but something happened to it. I don't know what happened, but it's gone out of my mind. But that being said, if anyone remembers, for some reason I want to say it was Town Day Search and Destroy on NA's server. I'm pretty certain that's what it was, but I could be wrong. But regardless, we got a couple of matchups today, and let's take a look at what those matchups are. So if we take let's not go to that one. Let's go to the Amateur Hour Commentary .com page, the AWO section. It was Hardpoint. You don't remember the map? Well, okay, Hardpoint on NA server or US server. I guess we could go that to that end. But let's take a look at the playoff bracket. Now, we got the number 4 and number 5 teams going up against each other in the very first matchup that we are covering here on AHC. German Grandpas versus DrOppenheimer. We're going to talk about those teams just like we're going to talk about the other game, which is the number 3 team against the number 6 team, Repeat Offenders versus Hacks. Now, Trauma and Paragon have had a bye week because they were number 1 and number 2 in the overall seeding at the end of regulation play. So they are going to be competing against whoever wins today's matches. Whoever wins the one that we're covering now, German Grandpas and DrOppenheimer, is going to go up against Trauma. And then whoever wins between Repeat Offenders and Hacks is going to go up against Paragon in next week's matchup. Now, whoever loses the matches today are going to go down to the loser's bracket. And the loser's bracket is going to play in this very first game. Now, they're going to have a bye week because these two teams in round 2 are going to have to play to get down here. And then we're going to have these matches compete. And whoever loses in the first round of matches are going to be out completely. And whoever wins are going to move on to this quote unquote quarterfinals of the lower bracket. And then whoever wins that is going to go up against are going to compete here. Whoever loses this round is going to go in here. It's gonna progress that way. So there's going to be another team that I'm pretty certain that has a bye week, but whoever loses here is going to go up here, and then whoever loses in these matches, they're going to come down here and fill the bracket. Then these are going to play and compete until whoever loses this match, because whoever loses this match or wins in this match is going to go on to the finals, is going to face off against the winners of the lower bracket that got them to this point. So you'll see this fill out as it's a live thing. But that's what we got going on today, these teams. Now, before we go over the teams, let's go over the proceedings. So the teams will be organized by seeding, as you saw, and that's how the matchups are done. Match progression is going to be the same as the standard season play, so that's not really going to change. Server selection is going to be the same as explained above. And the play concludes when a team reaches 4 wins. So that means that not all the rounds have to be played. This isn't a matter. This is not a matter of points. This is a matter of win. You win. All right. So you got to get 4 wins if you want to move on. If not, you're going to go in the loser's bracket. If you compete in the loser's bracket and you don't win the 4 rounds, then you're out. But it's going to be in the same rotation: TDM, Search and Destroy, and Hardpoint. That's right. And in the event of a tie, a predetermined map and mode will be played to determine the winner. Server will alternate each round as explained above. And again, that tiebreaker, I'm hoping we won't see the tiebreaker. Just because I have to figure out what that was. Again, if anyone recorded it or, put it out there. I'm going to see if I can go back and find it. But regardless, I hope we don't get a tie because I kind of fucked up. So it's my bad. My bad, league. My bad. I thought I had posted it somewhere and I didn't. I did a quick Discord search and I didn't find it. So the team deathmatch is going to stay the same in playoffs. That hasn't changed. In your Discord? Okay, see if you can find it. I greatly appreciate that, Fergie. I usually don't mess it up, and I don't know why I messed it up this time. The team deathmatch is still going to be the same. The 35 points must be made. I hope everybody's been enjoying that rule. I know it's kind of stressful, but it's been way more engaging in a lot of the gunfights. So I know as not only a caster and not only as a competitor, but as a league organizer, I feel like it's gone very well for entertainment value. And I think it makes TDM a little bit more intense, a little bit more aggressive as opposed to, residing on one side of the map and not moving. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying that. So we talked about that, double elimination, winning teams move on, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, sticking with everything, we can go into team performance. So let's start off with the Gaming Synergy fixture list. And we're going to look at Dr. Oppenheimer and German Grandpas to start. At the very beginning, in week 1, German Grandpas and Dr. Oppenheimer went up against each other, and the score line was 12-6. So at least Dr. Oppenheimer were able to take a couple of wins off of German Grandpas, so they were looking pretty good in their very first time out in league competition, at least for Alvo. Now, I know some of these players likely were coming from some other areas in the VR realm, perhaps perhaps in non-VR realm. So they're not totally foreign to competition, but in the Alvo world, they're relatively new. And they put out an outstanding performance. So they looked really, really good. I did not mean to scroll down like that. I apologize. In week 2, they went up against a very tough repeat offenders. All right, good luck, Fergie. Have fun. And repeat offenders is one of those teams that is likely going to go almost all the way, if not all the way. I see them as being a very top contender. Best of luck to them, of course. They're going to be competing today as well against Hacks. But Dr. Oppenheimer could not take a point off of repeat offenders. It was not a landslide, mind you, but they couldn't pull through in the end and get at least one win. So repeat offenders swept them, but the matches were pretty darn close from my recollection. Then Dr. Oppenheimer went up against Hacks. And I would say that this is probably the most comparable in terms of general performance, but Dr. Oppenheimer came out in true fashion and came away 12 points to 6. So that's a couple of wins for Hacks, but Dr. Oppenheimer, they continued to look really, really good. They were very consistent in their gameplay. And as the weeks progressed, they continued to get better and better and better. Now, this week bumped them up and allowed them to get into the middle of the pack of the seeding arrangement. So this match, in its own right, it gave them the luxury of being, I think, 4th or 5th seed at the time. So that was week 3. And in week 4, Dr. Oppenheimer went up against Trauma, the current number 1 team in the league, and they were able to take a point away from the number 1 team, which is a very strong showing. Not to say that they weren't capable of doing it, but to see them, this being their first season, in the 4th week be so good as to not only keep the games relatively tight, but also take one away from Trauma, that was exciting. Now, some might argue Trauma didn't have their number 1 team out there, their ace roster, but knowing who Trauma are, they're always going to give you a really hard run for your money. So regardless of Trauma's roster that day or their general showing, Dr. Oppenheimer took a win, and that I'm sure was some motivation and some oomph behind their next week, where they went up against Paragon, the number 2 team, and they not only took a win away, but they also tied a match. So that put them with 4 points, and that, by the way, that was the only tie this season. And I'm sure that they, from what I recall and watching, they had a good time. They always seem to be a good troop to go up against, a very likable group, and you get to play with them a lot in public. So that was Dr. Oppenheimer's route to playoffs this season. And looking at German Grandpas, well, we already looked at week 1. They beat Dr. Oppenheimer. Week 2, they got an 18-0 sweep against Hacks. And yeah, that was a pretty resounding sweep, if I recall correctly. I don't think Hacks had much opportunity in that game. That was only the second week. The third week, they went up against Trauma. And I don't want to say that they got stomped, but I don't think there was a moment where it seemed like the German Grandpas were going to take a win. I don't think it was very, very close. I mean, they kept the score lines fairly close, but not so close that it was like, oh, German Grandpas might get this one. Trauma always seemed to pull that away from them in the last minute or so. But always a great performance by German Grandpas. They put their best foot forward, and it was just a very tough fight against the number 1 team. Then they went up against the number 2 team in week 4 against Paragon, and they took one away from them. And that was a really tough fight as well. But, again, German Grandpas were showing why they are highly considered, because they're a very strong team. Since season 1, they've been improving nonstop. So it was really good to see them put forth their best effort against the match against Trauma and Paragon. And they were able to at least get one win from Paragon. And in their last week, they went up against repeat offenders. Again, a team that I've said that is very likely going to go all the way, possibly, or at least, really, really far in the playoffs. And they went up against repeat offenders and lost 18-0. So really, really, really tough fight. But German Grandpas are looking pretty good. And Dr. Oppenheimer also was looking pretty good. Now, we can also scroll down and look at the statistics. I encourage you to do so mostly on desktop. I can't get the mobile layout to work properly, but I'm going to go to the main page itself so that we could take a look at what the general performance has been like for these teams. Now, if we look at the marvelous table here, Dr. Oppenheimer have a total of 7 wins. Search and Destroy, they seem to be best at, but it's all relatively close across the board in terms of win rate. And looking at the German Grandpas, they have 11 wins, and it looks like Team Deathmatch is going to be their favored game mode. We'll see how that plays out here, especially because Dr. Oppenheimer only got 2 wins there. But it's still relatively close in Search and Destroy and Hardpoint. The map choices we can look at, I don't encourage you guys, if you go through this, you don't have to look at this. I'm thinking of win rate. Never mind. Actually, do look at this, please. If you look at the top 2 teams here, Dr. Oppenheimer and German Grandpas, you can see where it's kind of split. German Grandpas are pretty set in town day, so we can kind of expect that. But Dr. Oppenheimer has been a little bit across the board. Search and Destroy, you could see some consistency with German Grandpas a little bit more. Desert Day probably being the stark difference, but Dojo, Industrial, and Town Day, those are relatively small to mid maps, and then Desert Day is a large one. Dr. Oppenheimer, they look like they're going mostly small to mid maps. And then, of course, they're Hardpoint. Dr. Oppenheimer has been sticking with Dojo pretty much throughout, whereas German Grandpas are all over the board. And I think that's a nice thing, is that there's some inconsistencies or some variability in map choice. But looking at the win rate, and this is where I was going to say, don't look at this stuff on the left, just pay attention to the big table on the right, because that that is going to show you the overall win rate. Now, I don't have enough time to go over all this, but I encourage you to go look at that. I'm going to try to continue this and maybe make it a little bit easier to read in the future, but this was my first go at it. I don't know if this has been beneficial for anyone, but I hope it has been in some capacity. All right, I am going to see if anyone is live. Okay, I got one live, and they're starting to fill in, so we shall wait just a little bit longer. Let me see if I can refresh this, because I'm assuming O'Doyle's streaming. I could be wrong. I did not get an alert of who is going to be streaming for Dr. Oppenheimer. But let's go over the rosters. By the way, hello everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys haven't followed already, or enjoying what you're seeing, please consider following. We also have our Rocket League channel that's live. We've been. Oh boy, that is coming through. That should not be coming through. Sorry about that. We have a Rocket League channel that's been live as of late because we've been doing some coverage of the LOS tournament that Titch and Steve are competing in, and I'm a sub. Did my best yesterday, didn't pan out too well. They're a little bit above my skill level, but I got to learn from my mistakes. But regardless, go to AH Commentary RL and give us a follow over there. Let's talk about the rosters real quick. Let's get into this. All right, over on Dr. Oppenheimer, which, by the way, all these are updated. I finally freaking updated everything, guys. Even on the website, it's updated. So, Dr. Oppenheimer, we got Albert Huxley, who's leading the charge. Been a wonderful captain, from what I hear, and is a very swell guy. He actually joined us in the little movie showing that Fergie put on for people last night. So, fun guy to hang out with. Gangstalicious, Dan the Dolphin, Croby, Evil Angel, O'Doyle, Mr. Henry, Lord Rooster, Enola, and McNair. That's making up Dr. Oppenheimer. And over on the German Grandpas, the relatively consistent roster that doesn't seem to change but seems to improve every season. We got Spezzy, EOD Meister, who's going to be our perspective, Andy, Snug, Icarus, TB Project, Bamblebee, Marvelin, Andy, GAM, and Dark Zone. I don't know what else to say about those guys. They're just, one, they're a swell group, and two, they're a darn good team. It looks like most people are in. I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark here and think that maybe Huxley is going to be streaming. So I'm going to try and get them up here. Look at that. I got something right for once. Isn't that great? All right, ladies and gentlemen, the clock is ticking down. We are getting close to the start of our very first match. Dr. Oppenheimer versus German Grandpas. I would put in a poll, but unfortunately I'm on my own account on Twitch, and it doesn't give me the options to put in a poll. But if you are interested, please write in chat who you think is going to win. Is it going to be Dr. O, or is it going to be German Grandpas? Let me know your thoughts in chat. Based on the statistics, I would lean towards German Grandpas, especially after their very first week going up against each other. German Grandpas came out victorious, but that was week 1, and that was Dr. O's very first opportunity to compete in Alvo in a competitive sense. So I don't want to hold that against them. And Dr. Oppenheimer have proven time and time again that they're going to be a tough fight regardless. So let me know in chat who you all think is going to win. Presumably we're going to be going to town day for TDM. Also, an update on the update for the game, so everybody knows. Okay. I have exclusive insights. VIP access. Okay. I know it's not been reported in the general. So I will speak in generalities. Okay. But I have a direct line to the pulse of the game. And what I could say is that the quality assurance builds that went to Sony, they were denied originally. Hold on, I want to make sure that I have myself on the right screen here. They were denied originally, but the new builds were put in, and I could say this much. Both PS5 patch updates that have gone to the QA build have passed. The first of a few PS4 patches are going today, and let's hope that they pass. Just as a heads up, that's where we're at. We're going to Town Day for Team Deathmatch. Let's get into this. Grab your drinks, grab your food. Get ready for an intense fight between these two. Hello, Spezzy. They both play well, but we will win. I love the confidence, man. I love the confidence. You gotta have it, you know? You gotta have that confidence. Okay, man.
Well,
I can't message
One
him.
main street. Oh, how do you...
If anybody's on my stream that can message him,
I got one down.
Spectator, please.
Hello.
hello?
Hey. Welcome.
What's going on?
All right, let me get you in here then.
Hello.
One at Vespa.
Oh, you're already in. Perfect. Okay, I don't have to worry about it. Isn't that brilliant?
I was a little too late. I was trying to sneak in without you noticing, but you're just transitioned to game, so.
Yeah,
Grenade.
it's all good. It's all good. You're here.
Pineapple.
That's what's important.
Okay, let's push up there.
All right.
Tabs open up.
So yeah, what's up, Bronco? How's it going? So I just so you know, Titch, I don't know how long you've been here, but I kind of went over and reviewed the season of both of these teams that are competing. There is another game that's taking place, so if anyone is also watching that while watching this, please keep us up to date on what the map is that they played. You know, in what game mode and who came out victorious. I am.
Don't worry, I'm already all over it.
Oh, Titch is already all over it. Okay then. Perfect. Is it bad echo?
Wir liegen 2 Punkte hinten.
Ich mach Ambulanz.
Wir liegen 2 Punkte hinten.
Du schiebst mir an dich. Geh weg, Marvelin, bitte.
Fuck.
I'm not listening to anything, so all I hear is Titch.
Blaues Auto.
Hab ich, ist down.
Oh, let me go to POV 1. Maybe it's on their end.
2 of them. 3 of them. Alright, it's clear.
Sorry.
Nice.
Oh, that wasn't me. They got one coming through market.
I'm watching the tunnel here. Watching tunnel. One coming, I got him.
Do you still hear the echo? Because I can't hear anything.
Position, guys. We're
Another one in tunnel.
If there's an echo, it's probably on their end, and I won't be able to fix it.
Oh, he got me.
Scoreline staying pretty close here.
not lose this.
Okay, we...
Shall I also restart? I've had Twitch, if you're on your phone. I've had Twitch app, like, you know how they've got the stupid new TikTok format?
Yeah, it's dumb.
So, yeah, so what I've had is I've had it so that, like, you're on the stream, but it's also giving you the audio from, like, the main page.
Keep them on their toes.
They're coming from...
My voice only?
Ambulance right watching the bag here. Shit.
I don't see how there would be an echo.
One blue car.
Nice shot, gangster.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I would do what Titch is saying, because I got Bronco here saying that there's no echo, so I'm not sure.
2 ambulance.
Yeah, just do a quick refresh of the Twitch app.
34 to 36 right now. Dr. Oppenheimer in the lead by 2.
One coming to the cop car.
That's looking great.
Hey guys, we
Kind of
open
I would say a little unexpected, but
So, hold back.
it's still close enough that German grandpas can turn this around and grab the lead.
This pineapple.
Can't hear me? Apparently they can't hear me?
4 minutes.
I don't know. Can anyone else hear Titch? Because
Right there, Kroby.
echo's too bad.
Alright, we're up by 1. Let's keep pushing.
Mic check, mic check.
Get a
1,
nice
2,
lead
1, 2.
going, and then we'll
Oh, shit.
hold back.
One's coming to balcony from well.
42, 42. Okay, so Titch is saying refresh the app, like completely close it, because sometimes the new format with Twitch, it's
Okay.
it kind of has background audio from something else that's playing, And so you're going to get a bleed through of audio from a couple of things.
Yeah, and I just checked the here. I don't hear an echo on the main stream.
Another one coming.
Okay. Let us know if that helps, Shell, because I don't want you to have a bad viewing experience. That would be terrible.
When we're coming in.
One at the moped.
One at Vespa. What?
Nice grenades coming out from
Pineapple truck is holding it
the
down.
police cars, and now German grandpas have taken the lead.
Two new mopeds were bullet.
Ich gehe runter, Ambulanz.
I think holding this position is one of the primary reasons as to why they have been able to take the lead. Once they've reached that 35 elimination threshold, they are now poised to come out of this victorious. They just need to establish some
Kopfkar down. Jawohl, sauber.
foundational formation, a nice little stronghold where they can maintain this lead.
Da ist noch einer im Tunnel.
But as they try to rotate back towards the cop cars, you can start seeing skulls dropping from the left and right, which means that their position is compromised, and they're going to have to make every effort to try to come back from this.
Vorsichtig, bleib zurück.
You know what my favorite part about you producing is?
What?
I don't have to do anything. I can literally just leave.
Andi,
You
bleib
could.
ruhig,
I can
komm nach
literally
Tunnel.
just go silent and just be like,
Hinter mir,
back in
der
town.
kommt.
Isn't it nice?
Genau.
It is really nice.
Ah, scheiße.
It is really
Tunnel geht
nice.
dann rein. Tunnel
That's
geht
how I
rein.
am. Like when I don't have to do anything, I just literally come in and cast. It's great.
Ach shit, Zweier Middle, Ellie.
69 to 62, I think. So German grandpa's with a comfortable lead. Well, I don't want to say comfortable. It's actually only 7 eliminations, so it's not very comfortable, but it's enough. It's enough to put the pressure on Dr. O to try to come back and take this. But that blue car up to cop car position is going to dominate at this point.
Aber fühlt sich nicht an wie ein EU-Server.
Nice rotation here by EOD.
An wie
Kann
ein
nichts treffen, nichts machen.
Branded
He's
Road.
going to be the odd man out, and he's going to rotate
Big Fountain ist einer. Big Fountain.
Im Tunnel ist einer drin.
out of the group formation, and he's going to start taking people out of the market
Zwei Stück, komm, noch einer, noch einer.
and the fountain area, and he's going to clear out the lanes and rotate back towards his team. Look at this. Look at this rotation.
Sauber.
Absolutely dominating Dr. O single-handedly with this Sterling. Finally, he gets taken out. 85 to 68. And it looks like the German grandpas might walk away with this one.
Da ist er noch, Roman.
Oh, they got one laying down in the tunnel by the barricades.
Gosh.
I have behind him at the ambulance.
Driver.
Shit. What's behind me?
60 seconds left on the clock. Huxley looking to
Shit. God, I
try to tear up the well side. Gets caught off guard.
Two
And they just cannot overtake the German grandpas, who have a
Damn, you son of a bitch.
massive stronghold over the ambulance cop car region.
Vespa's weak.
Now, honestly, trying to take a team out of that position is a very daunting task. Well, I have O'Doyle up there. It's actually Hugsley. I don't know why that hasn't changed, but I will get to that next time. Hugsley putting in the work, able to take them off of their post just well enough. Maybe this is enough to turn the tides,
Got no run.
but with about 30 seconds left on the clock, I'm not entirely sure. They're going to have to put in a lot of work, and German grandpas are not going to push out unnecessarily to put themselves in a position of potential losing.
I think I know why it didn't work, but
Yeah, I know why it didn't work.
Good game.
because you fucked it up.
No, I didn't mess it up.
Good game.
Henry, we gotta have
Yeah.
you,
All right, German grandpa's taking that one.
because, if we
I
have a
didn't.
spectator, we can
I
get
just
on.
haven't. I just haven't
So if
done
we
the
have a
updates
spectator, we can get
for
you.
Team 1 for Dr. Oppenheimer.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the update. It has to do with the file
web
path
server, right?
because you
That's
created
what I'm
that extra
saying.
folder.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
fucked it up.
No, I
It worked
didn't. I
totally
didn't
fine
up.
if you didn't fuck it
I
up.
didn't update. It's fine. I originally thought O'Doyle was going to do it, and I had to do it for him.
Play on web server, right?
But it's fine. It's not a big deal.
Da kann er bitte.
Yeah.
I'm not
Are they
overly
making us do
concerned.
the switch every single match, or can we do the 3 on your server and 3 on
Oh
our server?
goodness, it's
we
not
have to do that
difficult.
every single match.
Every single one?
Yeah,
Over
every round.
dramatize.
First round EU, next round US. This is because
I even wrote out a clear set of instructions.
I know, but I just didn't care. I was just going to do it the day of. It works out that way.
First rounds on his server always win.
It really does. It
Because
works
we are
out
not
great
playing
that
6
way. I can
games.
just update it
Always
as I
play
go
when
along.
One team have 4 wins.
Okay.
I see. Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's hop out.
Looks
and,
good.
Okay, all the file paths were
Same
broken.
password, US server. Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Perfectly fine. Because we are now good. Did anyone see the map? Oh, no, they're switching lobbies. So the score line was, I would say, relatively close. It was about 15-point difference. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's very close if you think about it, because it's in team deathmatch. That's 3 teams wipes. But still, I mean, to keep it within 15, I mean, I think they put up a reasonable number. They got over 90, DrOppenheimer, and then German Grandpas, I mean, they got into the triple digits. So
Yeah.
they looked really good. I don't know why that is coming through. That's still broken. That's okay. That's okay. Manually mute.
I think I fixed that previously.
Sorry, we still can't figure out why I need to have the Stream Deck window open for any transition to work.
There's a new update for, at least I got a new update for.
Well, yeah,
Stream Deck.
I did the update to Stream Deck and it still didn't fix it. I don't know why.
Cool.
Yeah. I went through the settings too, and I did some troubleshooting, see if anyone else was having this issue, and I couldn't find anything regarding it. So I don't know what it is.
You should go in their Discord and ask.
Yeah, I could. Will
Maybe
I?
have it.
Probably not. But I could.
Good talk.
Oh goodness. So funny thing, we have this system in place where we are swapping servers each game mode. I know it's been annoying for people to do, but I think for the majority of the players, they've appreciated it because it does feel more fair now, as opposed to the previous 2 seasons. So we'll probably keep this up. But the option to change server is available in the private lobby. In doing private tests, personal tests, I did one test. I know Doyle did a test, and then we did a test with a couple of people, but we never did it with a full lobby. But we did do it with a few people, and it worked. It seemed to work fine. We were able to switch the server. Well, the other night in practice, Paragon was practicing, and we tried switching the server in the private. Now, Puddles was running it, so I don't know if it was user error.
Oh, that's fucking user error. You don't even need to.
But she reportedly changed it, and it didn't change it for everyone. And so when we went in, the server never changed. So, yeah, it was kind of weird.
Sorry, that your sentence just fucking broke my brain.
So she went into the
changed for everyone. Are you telling me half the people were on fucking EU and half of them were on NA?
No.
Explain that?
No. What I'm saying is that she said that when she went into the settings and she went to a different server, on her screen in the settings, it looked like it changed, but for everybody else, it did not change. So then when we finally loaded into the round, it stayed the server that we were previously on for everyone. So from her perspective, it looked like it changed. From our perspective, it did not look like it changed, which is very strange. And I wonder if that's associated with having a full lobby or not. Because when I did it with just me going into private lobby, doing it on my own, it worked fine. And then I had at least 2 other people. So there were 3 of us in there. And O'Doyle replicated this, and it seemed to work fine. There were no issues. But then when we tried to do it in practice, it changed for Puddles, but it didn't change for the rest of the team. And then when we all went into the map, we all stayed on the same server from
Has
prior.
anybody able to recreate this issue other than Puddles?
I don't know if anyone's tried, but the option should be available. It should be available. And I don't know if it is available because it seems to be broken.
I think she puddled it up.
I mean, she said it was not user error. But it is interesting. It is interesting. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey guys, the game is perfect and like this should be doable or whatever, and that you guys are messing it up. No, I think there's something that we haven't been able to replicate that the dev team does require. They need to be able to replicate it so that they could solve it. But I don't know. I'm not really sure. But we're
really quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just got a message. Are we covering a match tonight at 10?
for RL.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Laz
can.
is asking.
We can. We're not competing, right?
No, it's covering for G&G. Yeah.
Okay, I'm down for that.
Okay, I'll let him know.
Okay. But yeah, if you guys like the server swapping, I'm all for it. We can continue to keep it. Please let me know, by the way, if you guys are in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, first off, you should be in the Discord, especially if you plan on competing in the future. But go to the AWO Discord. Please let me know in the suggestions tab if there are suggestions that you want for next season, things that you might want the Chiefs to consider putting into the rules. Please, please, please do that. That is the only way I can really gather the data and the information to determine if a change in the rules is necessary. So please use that suggestions tab. If it's not up already, it will be up. That helps me and the Chiefs figure out what we're going to do for the next season if there's any changes that are absolutely necessary. So please do not hesitate to do so. Just don't be rude. Don't talk about things like, well, this was shit and this was shit and this was shit. Don't talk about things that were shit. Please just be constructive. Be like, hey, this sounds like a good idea. Perhaps it might be worth considering. So it's all. Is it fixed, Shell? Is it good? But yeah, constructive feedback is definitely appreciated. It actually helped with it's actually the players that led to the rule change of switching the servers each game mode. So you could see, like, we take the feedback seriously. Not all feedback is put into the rules, but it is heard and it is considered. But yeah. In season 4, I don't know if there will be a season 4 in the near future or if I'm going to wait to postpone it to like after, I don't know, the next patch. It's hard to say. All right, we're going into Search and Destroy on Desert Day. This one shall be interesting. I am going to be honest, I'm not surprised to see this in the rotation.
Desert Day.
Desert Day, Search and Destroy.
Why desert, man? Why desert?
I know.
And here we go.
Go to B.
All right, I'm going to A.
Fuck no.
Dr. Oppenheimer starting off on defense with the German grandpas on the attack.
Einer ist schon hinter die Häuser mit den Leitern. Ah, okay.
Wo?
Ist schon da.
One thing I've come to realize is that the rotations here on Desert for this bomb spawn points, they have to be quick. Now, German grandpas are known to sit back and be more passive. They want to get a couple early eliminations before they commit to a bomb site. But most teams, I would say, are quite aggressive in their approach towards one of the bomb sites, and I think this makes a lot of sense, especially because it being so wide open, comms are very easily obtained. You know, your position can be given away real quick. A nice bomb or grenade here on Icarus.
Bleib da, bleib da.
Not gonna lie, I feel like EOD is a little bit exposed.
Genau. Zwei, Uber. Zwei.
Let's get the
He does get
revive though.
elimination there.
Wo? Das Balkon, eins über.
Nice.
Einer staunt und außerhalb ist einer. Außerhalb, Roman. Rauf draußen. Jawohl. Just one line.
Picking up a couple of kills there.
Ja. Evil ist down. So. Evil. Ich schau mal. Einmal Camera.
Ach, der rutscht vom Stein, der kommt von hinten. Der kommt von der Mauer.
Die Steine.
Oof.
Beim Havi, beim Stein.
Ihr
Taken
könnt
out.
planten, ihr könnt planten gehen.
Nein, können ihr nicht. Der hab ich erwischt.
Andy having to come
Egal,
in. Andy's still alive
Andi hat die
though.
Bombe, ja.
You get the elimination.
1 gegen 1. Andi.
Okay, warte, gehen Roman holen, schauen wir mal.
He's gonna get the revive.
Der ist immer noch da.
Ah, der ist ganz
Uh,
hinten. Ja,
maybe?
kannst reviven. Ich bleib in der Kamera. Jetzt rennt
kommt
er hin.
There we go. What?
Da kommt jetzt der Shithouse, da kommt der Shithouse.
What was there? What happened there?
I don't know, but I'm getting a
Von
buffer.
unten. Ja.
You ended up being
Wo ist er?
Da
ahead.
unten drin ist er. Er kommt von innen, ist er. Innen. Geh mal rein.
Ich seh nicht.
Evil Angel versus Andy.
Jawohl, geh weg, geh weg.
Never mind.
Andy
Evil
going to win.
Yep, Andy getting the win. Okay, I'm gonna do another refresh here, guys. Just because when I refreshed it, it loaded again. So yeah.
Nee,
Okay,
ich hab
hopefully
ich hab
we
ja
are in
deswegen
sync.
gesagt, dass es mit Revive nicht funktioniert, dass er abhaut. Weil ja, weißt du, damit er nicht
Do you
weiter
wanna be
versucht,
in
mich zu
sync?
reviven. Weil
Rather be 98 degrees.
jetzt können wir
All right, so
können
a little
abprobieren.
update from the RO Hacks match. First round win goes to RO. They 64-117 for their free for all.
Links,
Wow, what map?
in the rocks.
Do you recall?
Links,
It was Monastery Knight.
bei A, links.
Oh wow. Okay, interesting choice.
Ja.
Ich sehe
One of your
den nicht.
favorites.
Bei den
Yeah,
unteren Rocks oder bei
yeah,
den
heavy
Rocks?
sarcasm in that. Yeah.
Ganz links, so weit wie es links wie es geht. Links von A.
Ah, ganz links, ja, ich sehe ihn.
Although the night
Aber ich sehe ihn
version
nicht vom
isn't
Shithouse.
as bad. I actually prefer Monastery Night over day.
Jetzt weg,
Entschuldigung, mein Fehler.
Der muss
So it looks like the push is going to be towards the A-bomb site. I also like to see that they're running with the sniper. I don't know if they're going to be using it necessarily to shoot anyone with, but I
Sonst immer der
have found that
rumhängt. Buluki sonst
a lot of people are
rumhängt.
using it as a means of intel. They'll scope out the back wall, see if they can get some sort of visuals on the movement. Now on the PSVR 2, it's very, very easy to see someone behind that back wall. The clarity is just different. But on Oculus,
Ja.
using that sniper scope is definitely beneficial.
Prize of
Leute,
PS4.
Leute, ganz nach außen, ganz nach außen, ganz nach außen, ganz nach außen rechts. Ganz nördliche Seite, ganz nördliche
Yeah, I don't think the
Seite.
PS4 looks much better than the Quest.
Bei B ist auch einer, und zwar im
Ja.
Gebirge
No.
oben beim Abschlusshaus.
I mean, it's a severe disadvantage against PS5
Mehr kann
PC
ich aber nicht
players.
sehen jetzt.
Yeah.
So, ganz nach rechts versuchen, aber nicht über den.
Now, I wish I
durch den
could kind of like
Desert
describe
laufen,
it
sondern
too,
halt die
because
langen Wege nehmen.
on the
Und dann
PSVR
probieren wir es
2,
mal. So,
I could stand on Shithouse and see this black blob. Not even a blob, it's very clearly defined. There is no aliasing whatsoever.
Und jetzt
Of
kommt
this
der von
person
zwei
running
Leuten,
in the
rennen zum A
rocks, it's
rüber.
like so
Einer rennt
clear.
zum A rüber.
But on the
Ja,
Quest,
Zeit,
like,
kommt's, gibt's Gas.
it looks like a smudge.
Ich komme auch.
Die gehen jetzt reviven da oben. Hinter
On the
Abschlusshaus sind die
PS4,
reviven.
you can't see them at all.
Wenn du zum
Nice shot there by EOD, using the
Ich hab
sniper
noch eingedownt. Die sind jetzt ein bisschen unter Druck.
Ja.
and clearing a small path for an entry point into B site.
Dahinter.
Gonna try to
Schläg dich.
provide cover fire from the rock here. It is a dangerous spot though. He's keeping his head peeked out.
Deckung, ich schlag die Bombe, krabbel da drunter.
A little
Huxley
too
did get the
long.
Der
revive.
geht zurück zu A. Ah, einer spielt den Sticks, einer hinter den Sticks sitzt. Der
Plant,
hüpft bei
the
den
bomb
Sticks
is
hoch
down.
jetzt. Und einer kommt zum Abbruchhaus. Marberlin, ober dir, kommt er.
Good call outs to get the
Sticks ist
shots
tot.
on that
Hinter-
pillar
Hinter
wall.
der Wand ist er, hinter der Wand.
Ah, Double down, Double
Okay, so
down.
let's just
Double
down.
Down ist gut. Double Down ist nicht schlecht. Ist nicht Schlimmes.
Der nächste kommt.
Aberlin is also down. A missed shot by the sniper.
Der
Oof.
greift
Über die
zuerst,
lange-
der greift zuerst. Jetzt kommt er kommt an.
Evil Angel's down. Looks like somebody's going for the revive there. I think it's Dan.
Jonas, links von dir, Andy.
Ab Zweier.
Ab sehr
There goes Albert.
Alle tot.
Gut gespielt, gut gespielt.
That's
Genau
another
so.
win for German Grandpas. 2 up.
Genau so, hat gut funktioniert. Genau so. Sehr schön.
Icarus, geht
Ja.
ein Ton, geht ein Ton.
Ja,
Ja, wir hören den doch.
Ah, okay. Ich habe nichts gehört, die ganze Zeit. Ne?
okay. Hat's meine Ansage nicht gehört?
B.
Nein, ich
B,
habe gar
B.
nichts gehört von dir.
Ist egal.
Now, one thing that I don't see because I'm not watching their defense, but Dr. O
BB, alles gut.
should highly consider getting intel, having someone sit up high or at an off angle to get as much view of the map as possible. This map in particular, when compared to other ones,
Ah, nein, das.
it is
Seehofer Feuer kriegt, wer war das?
Nee,
it is very critical to know the rotation of the opponent. The other maps, it happens so fast. Like you can get a reasonable You can respond reasonably to any change in rotations, but this map in particular, you really do need that intel because of how spaced apart the bomb sites are.
Dead. Is down.
Instead of Dr. O, it would be Daro. We have Aro and Daro.
Dro. Nice shots here by EOD.
Fighters reviven.
Repeat offenders call themselves Aro. So like if we're gonna shorten Dr. Operation, it would be like
Wie viele
Daro.
Leute leben noch?
So Aro and Daro.
That's not usually how English works.
Let's get them right confused.
Granate!
Because, you know, you have tomb and comb. And they're spelled the same minus the first letter. They sound completely different, so...
I'm not sure where you're going with that.
I'm just saying, just because they have similarities in the word structure, doesn't mean that they're going to sound the same.
Jetzt vorgeprescht, hat uns gesagt, wo der Gegner ist,
Okay,
und es ist gut
so
gegangen.
it's DrOppenheimer, right? So the DrO,
Quickly.
Oppenheimer, DrOp. Yeah. So you see
But
where
you're-
I
but you're saying
phonetically
Dro.
get this? DrO.
Yeah, I look crazy. Shit, they shot me from shit house.
From shit house. Okay.
I'm going to say it's on the US server now, Doyle, because before Dr. O they had worse ping in the previous round.
On top of the wall. Top of the wall. Top of the wall.
Oh, I see.
Sits on top of the wall. Gun back, guys.
Good call.
Good shots by Meister.
That one got me from down below. Coming up the spiny on the opposite side.
Okay.
They're reviving on the other side of the spiny.
All right, let's go. Let's push in there.
They're coming up. They up. They at the top of the spiny. Watch out, Dan. They shooting at you. Fuck. Shit.
Meister getting Gangsta-licious down.
Somewhere
One
over
up
here.
here.
One just came in the left door.
No problem, man.
One up in the
How was softball? Everything good? You guys do well?
One behind on B. Evil. Two to the left. Evil.
Okay, you got it, man.
Nice. The one up top is down.
Evil is two by B. They're coming to me right now.
One's still there.
Okay. Right below Albert. Coming at you.
Yep.
I got him.
Got me.
I got
4-0 for the Grampas. We are
We are.
the youth of the nation.
Wrong field. What was it? Miscommunication on someone? Oh, sorry, guys. You don't have audio. Miscommunication on
Across the wall and down there in time.
someone's part?
do it. Let's all go.
Was that the wrong? Like, did you play the wrong team? Like, oh
Alright,
crap, we're supposed to play this team.
cross.
We're on the wrong field.
I'm across.
Okay.
One at the bottom of the sticks over here shooting us.
All right, let's hold this left side over here. Oh shit.
Oh my gosh, getting caught out. German Grandpa's in such wonderful positions. Some nice off angles, getting the tags on the way to B. Good shots here by Hugsley, taking out two, but he goes for
Coming up the side.
What is it?
the thirst kill and gets taken out. Someone else able to take out another German Grandpa, though. Hiding behind the wall. Evil Angel gets taken out.
And there's one on the far
Oh my goodness. And the pieces are getting knocked off the table one by one. Dan and Enola up against EOD Icarus. And we'll see who wins this. Dan does go down on the bomb site, not able to get the plant.
He's on the sandcastle. He's on the other sandcastle, Enola.
Oh fuck.
Oh shit. Yeah, he's right across. He's hopping down. Oh no, he's still up there.
Now 1v1 EOD versus Nola. EOD with that sniper, I'm sure.
Get him.
Sights locked in on B site.
Bitch. It's just one-on-one now.
Stalling them.
Okay.
I'm stalling
You got
them out.
this. You got this, Enola. Fuck him up.
I got a shot on him.
Fuck him up.
He's laying down. He's peeking the hole.
Get his ass.
Ooh, what a 1v1 here versus the EOD.
Der weiß nicht, was tun soll jetzt, weil...
Der weiß, was
The ties are in effect, yes. So if there is a tie, there will be a... Ooh!
Ja,
EOD does get taken out.
Also ist egal, komm. Der hat mich
Wieso bleibst
getroffen.
nicht?
Was?
Ja.
Nee, der hat gut geschossen.
That was funny.
And then Nola is going to get the win for Dr. Oppenheimer here, and they're finally up on the board. Scoreline 4-1.
All right, we're coming back.
Yeah, so I was saying at the beginning, I made a boo-boo, and I don't remember what the
yeah.
map game mode. I know it was US server. I was pretty certain it was town, and Fergie said it was hard point.
Der probably keine wie again.
But I thought I had posted it in Discord. Apparently, I had only done the live stream.
I don't know what that. Did you check both of them? Because there's 2 different announcement pages.
I did, but
So
I couldn't
would
find the
imagine-
tiebreaker.
Yep.
Fergie said that she would look,
Find it.
but I could have swore I posted it somewhere, but
There's one in the two.
yeah, I can't seem to find
Yeah,
it.
two
So
in the pylons. One's pushing shit house now.
was it S&D? I thought it was S&D as well.
Down, I think so.
Three in the pylons in the river.
Yeah, I thought it was S&D town on US server. I was pretty certain. And Fergie said that she thought it was Hardpoint. If anyone can get confirmation, I mean, that'd be great.
No, you could do
That would be great, because I made a boo-boo.
Alright, so there's three.
That one is a sniper over there. Sniper.
So the river, okay, so in the town, if you look across the way, there's a whole nother building there.
Have success trying to go to B, but
You'll look, thanks O'Doyle, man, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
If you look across outside the map, there's a whole nother building over
they're
there.
gonna be.
There's a lane between the current desert map and what you could see across that's out of bounds. There used to be a river there.
Okay.
Back in a very old build prior to release, there was a river there. It wasn't a functioning flowing river, but there was a look of a river. And so that was a river line. In fact, you can even see the indentation, the slight indentation
Careful, there's someone up there on the rock. I got
of where that river would be, but it's all dried up because it's out in the desert. So
Nice.
that's what they're referring to.
Let's see if I can
They're
get.
making a revive right there.
Little insider knowledge there.
Get back up.
Thank you.
Okay. Goodbye.
Is it clear?
It's clear.
clear to run up
It's clear up to the wall. I don't know where that guy went.
Schon wieder.
Now we usually watch from the attack perspective, but given that Albert's out, figure we get a little live action here from the German grandpas. Noah does get taken out behind the rocks, not able to breach this area. Good use of the cover too. Gets a nice grenade. Dan hurt, gives him that marker to hone in on. EOD takes out another.
Two left. Two
He's
left.
gonna go for the thirst kill, I think. Make sure he's completely out.
Ja, einer rennt hoch, einer rennt bei den Sticks hoch.
Den hab ich, den hab
Jawohl.
ich. Hab ich. Jetzt.
Du hast ihn, ja. Gut.
There's another win. Scoreline 5-1. Match point.
Läuft.
So if you think of Shithouse, right, and the dome that's on right behind that, that's closest to the edge of the map where you can shoot the duck from. It's behind there. So right now to EOD's left. Out of bounds. If you want, I could show you sometime, probably later today or tomorrow or whatever. But it's outside of the map, so like it's just a point of reference, I suppose, that people might be using it for, but it's not like an actual location on the map that you would have to be concerned about.
Ah, du bist.
Okay, ich tu Game
Geh, einer geh weg.
Interesting spot for the German grandpas to be in. They try hard pushing towards the left side of the map and get caught off guard. I think a couple of them have been taken out.
Genau, genau, genau,
Den kann ich nicht
genau.
holen.
If not, at least downed, and
Den bei den Steinen kann ich nicht
a
holen.
revive was necessary.
Ganz links.
Ja, geh mal zu B, Leute, nicht?
Warte, bei B ist auch irgendwo einer.
Perhaps
Der hat mich
pushing
geschossen,
A
weiß
is
nicht
a
von wo.
little bit more daunting of a task, and a
Aber ja,
rotation
das
back
ist
towards
schon-
B is
Toll.
in the near
Warte mal
future
kurz,
here.
warte mal, Gem, bleib mal hier.
It is a little bit safer too.
Marvin, warte mal.
Ja, ich warte. Stopp.
Ah, oben ist einer. Ein Sniper brauche ich bei mir.
Wo denn da?
Der ist oben bei dem Abbruchgebäude, wo du vorhin einen Kampf gehabt hast mit ihm, Roman.
This is risky for EOD.
Bei B
Let's see if we can get a quick visual here.
Habe ich, aber der hat mich auch
Does see Dan. Does get
Komm her.
knocked off his perch though.
Guck, Mittel, einen.
Ja, ja,
zu
okay,
zweit.
den holen.
Ich komme zu Marvelin. Marvelin, deck
Still
du da.
relatively
Er
safe.
rennt ganz nach rechts, er rennt ganz nach rechts jetzt.
They're gonna have to watch that pillar wall though. I'm sure someone's probably gonna go for that.
Der ist ganz
Try to
nach
go
rechts.
for that final kill, and he's gonna try it again. He's going up the wall,
Ah, der ist im Abbruchgebäude.
poking his head out.
Yeah. I don't think you posted it.
Hinter B.
I don't think so either.
Immer noch da drin.
The worst part,
Die sind da immer noch drin.
Titch, is I
Zu
I
zweit
did it
jetzt.
on my PC,
Aber ich kann die nicht länger beschäftigen dort.
so
Einen hab ich.
I don't even know where it's saved. But I did announce it. It did happen live, and I don't know if I actually saved that
Okay, der ist down.
video. which is a problem. Like, I completely dropped the ball on this one.
Bombe.
One left, come blenden.
Wir brauchen die Bombe.
Nur einer lebt, nur einer lebt.
Ja.
An dem
But O'Doyle said that it was, you know, and even Shell, they were pretty certain it was town search and destroy on US server.
Das schafft er sowieso nicht.
Und Albert ist
Nice shot here by EOD, and that's going to solidify their victory in a 6-1. German Grandpas walk away with no deaths on their team.
mal eine gute Entscheidung ist in die auf der Seite.
And that's another point for them.
Good game.
Really well played. Really well played. Why did it not give them the win? Thank you. There we go. And now we're going to be going to hard point. Well, let's see how this plays out. Hope everyone's doing well on this Saturday afternoon. For some of you, it's evening or getting close to it. If you guys enjoy what you're seeing and you think other people would enjoy it too, be sure to share this stream. Be sure to get us out there. We are not doing restream because of how we are doing things in terms of our production. It just wasn't doable. Until something changes with the spectator cam, we might not be able to do the restream. So, or some of the
reason.
Yeah, I think it was the map transitions or whatever. Wasn't there something related to some of the transitions that we were doing?
The replays, I think.
Ah, that's what it was. Yep, that's what it was. The replay. Yeah, because it had to pull the source, right? And it can't pull from two sources.
What about it was the issue? Quick update on the RO hacks match. RO won their S&D 6-1.
Nice.
So
Okay.
repeat offenders got 2 wins now.
You know what map that was?
Crap. Retreat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice
it
pick.
was retreat.
Very nice pick. So the scoreline's looking pretty much the same over in the other game. 6-0 for RO.
What?
6-0 for RO.
6-1.
No, I'm saying for their overall score. It's like German Grandpas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. The reason we changed from that. Yeah. It had to do with the settings. It had to do with the settings inside OBS once you were on Restream.
Yeah.
Twitch VOD. Audio separations. That's what it was.
Ah, okay. And that was related to the replay, though, right?
Partially, yes.
Yeah.
It was partially related to replay because I stripped our audio out of the replay, but left in the team's audio, and also stripped out the trigger fire.
Mm.
So for like that, yeah, that doesn't end up in the VOD.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. But I have been saving them on Twitch, and I've been very slow in getting them over onto YouTube, but I have been doing that. Hopefully this week I'll have some time at work to perhaps get some of those thumbnails put together and get them over there. But I did post a lot. I think almost the entire season if I didn't get them all. So if you guys want to go watch on the YouTube, I'm going to go just search for Amateur Hour Commentary over on YouTube. You should be able to find the channel, hit that subscribe button, and you can go back and watch a lot of the games. But if you want to continue to watch on Twitch, you can do that here because I've been saving them. I think they actually have their own folder as well. So either way, whatever platform should be there. Also, go check out our TikTok at amateur_hour_commentary. Be sure to follow it. That way you don't have to type it in ever again. But yeah, Debbie's been putting up some good stuff. If you guys want to be on there, be sure to share that in the Discord. There's a section where people can post links to some of their videos, and that could be used, and you might be able to get up on the TikTok. Now, we are trying to focus mostly on the competitive play, but if there's a really good clip that you have, it will strongly be considered for going up, because once we're out of season, we're gonna still want content, and you could be the spotlight for that content. Boy, I am gonna need a tissue. Holy crap. I was about to sneeze, and then I blocked the sneeze, and now it's like infiltrating my sinuses. It's terrible.
Nice.
Yeah.
So RO are finishing up their, well, they're in hard point at the moment.
You know what map?
They're on Veranda.
I'm not surprised. Not surprised.
72 to, can't tell.
Now remember, the teams only need to win four matches. That's it.
Yeah.
They only need 4 wins to move on. So we thank you for the gifts there, Miller Squad. Appreciate it. Hopefully everybody enjoys that. And by the way, if you want to know if you are subscribed, you'll have a little microphone next to your name if you are. If you want one of those, you can use also Prime. There's an option for Prime subs that's free to you, once to use every single month for your streamer choice. It's free for you and helps out the channel. So thank you so much for those gifted subs there, Miller Squad. Appreciate you. But we are going to Monastery Day for our hard point. I'll be honest, I don't think this is an optimal choice for hard point. But, to each their own. Monastery sucks overall, but it's even worse for hard point. Am I being rude? Probably. Yeah, and the spawn here, nice shots here by Huxley, taking them out of the left lane. But the spawn here is kind of in favor of team 1 because of where the spawn is. It's over on cross side. Yeah, that's what I thought, O'Doyle. But yeah, team 1 tends to have the advantage here, being spawning cross-side and able to get into the point a little bit faster. And taking people out of the church is going to be relatively difficult. They're able to do so, but only momentarily, and with the rotation of the map, with the spawn. Sorry, you guys don't even have audio. Jeez Louise. That transition, man, pisses me off. More pissed off that I don't pay attention to it.
Get in. Can't either. They're up by.
It's easily solvable.
Yeah.
You just gotta fix the logic.
Come on.
All right, they're coming from.
Just gotta add
Short there. Someone jumping there. Justin.
Good hold.
just gotta add an unit at the end of it.
I'm behind them.
Above you, Alvo.
Yeah, I got it.
The spawn point.
Ich fahr gerade Side by Side.
I'm going to go silent for a moment.
Tunnelausgang, 2 Stück in der Ecke. Einer rennt hoch mit dem Black Stock. Auf der Welt gespawnt.
Los, jetzt
Einer muss rein, ich bin zu weit weg.
Andy, deine linke Seite von oben.
Sind drin.
Okay, der war nicht so geil.
hinten, südliche Seite.
Oh, am I up? Is this where I do the thing?
If you want to.
I was playing guitar.
Da oben ist einer. Ah, fuck, da unten auf dem Wappen.
Mist, sind drin.
Aus dem Tunnel.
Gut angefangen, stark.
Vom Tunnel kommt einer, auf Tunnel kommt einer raus.
Achtung, Flashbang. Sind blind.
Ja.
Jeder, der im Tunnel war, ist jetzt blind.
Komm rein mit dir. Geh rein, Gam, geh rein. Jede Sekunde drin.
Tunnel, 3 kommen im Tunnelaufgang, Süd, bitte.
Okay, einer, 2.
Flash, scheiße.
Flash, aber das war mal Feuer geschmissen und ich schieße noch weiter. Jawohl, Kräfte. Blind.
Ist egal. Einer muss rein. Andy, du musst in den Punkt.
Ja, ich bin drin, ich bin drin.
67 to 34.
Okay, weg. Tunnel, Tunnel kommt einer raus. Tunnel. Weg, Tunnel, in Tunnel drin.
Nordseite.
I'm with you, O'Doyle. I'm searching. I'm looking for it.
Ja. Gelbe Brücke.
Yeah, it's not up, man. I don't know. I messed up, guys. I mean, I'll eat that one. It is what it is.
Ich bin dran.
Gut.
If I need to do a respin of things, I will.
Gelbe Treppe, Tunnelausgang ist da.
And everyone can yell at me. there's nothing else I could really do at this point, so I do apologize. It sucks.
Ja, okay, hat mich erwischt.
I don't know why I didn't post it. I thought I had.
Wir liegen mit 50 Punkten vorne.
Dahinter.
They got me from ice cavern side.
Fuck, it's taking a long time to revive.
That is some bullshit. They're going inside the tunnel.
Ice cavern.
One's on big rock, big rock, and one's short side monastery.
Ice tunnel. Backside.
Let him run right by, yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
Sentry in the back, Evil.
Someone in the bitch corner.
Alright, we ready, Wolf? We ready?
I'm about to throw it and finish him.
Are we?
Man.
Hold, friendly fire.
Hard points.
From the fire.
Oh God.
You suck.
Coming.
Go, go,
Oh
go.
no.
Nice. Keep going out of hope.
Got three in there.
Short tunnel.
Hold.
Why do you suck so much?
Damn it. Short.
Hard points.
Short box.
BS indeed. Then you won't suck.
I'm here.
Friendly fire.
Tunnel.
Wolf,
The tunnel there and get him.
Against.
you really fucked up.
Let's cover all the corners.
Learn to save some bots.
On my right.
You useless fuck.
Down behind you.
You're shit, Commissioner.
That's some bullshit.
I hope you know.
One in the corner.
Shell's laughing at you.
I'm about to get the back.
You fucking hoe.
Yeah, please.
I took off my stockings and high heels. I'm not a hoe anymore. I think the first half of that really spoke to Gangstalicious, though. Just want to say.
Dirty grandpas killing our Dr. O. Killing them nice and slow.
Freundliches Turret im Tunnel.
Alright.
They would make me a hoe, Puddles, because I don't typically wear those things. That means I'm certainly dressing up for someone or something.
Das ist freundlich, habe ich doch gerade gesagt.
It's out of character, in other words.
First round of playoffs.
You only wear those things? Hey, you know,
You get
that's what makes you gangsta.
since I started singing. We've lost viewership.
Mich erwischt.
Killing our metrics
Sind drin.
is what I do best.
Ja, direkt da drüber. Gelbe Treppe.
Fuck you, O'Doyle.
Die haben hinter dir.
I don't know
Nee,
why I
roundabout,
said that.
Mist, hängt fest.
It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Well, Drew,
I just looked over and I saw his name on the fucking chat. And I was like, "Fuck you, O'Doyle."
well, German grandpas are within 8 seconds of taking this one and ultimately winning their round, unless Dr. Oppenheimer can come back and keep them off the point. Those grenades kind of hitting their mark, but not doing enough with the flak damage in effect, or flak jacket in effect. And German grandpas are able to take their victory.
Good game.
And this is going to push them on to the next round.
Oh, sounds like a new lyric.
Oh, no, that's just 3. No, they have one more. My apologies. The second game went so long, I thought we were moving on to the next one. Okay, so we got one more opportunity for Dr. Oppenheimer to come back. But they are up. They are up 3 games.
German grandpa.
Password is the
Oh,
same.
no, sorry, hold on.
Yeah, 4711.
Dr. Oppenheimer
Okay, Lord oder wird anfangen?
says, can we win one?
Macht auf. Das Passwort ist das gleiche.
German
Aber wenn ich jeden versuche
grandpas.
zu klären, wer gerade macht, ihr redet alle durcheinander.
Respawn.
Dann
9!
verstehe ich die Jungs dann.
Nie ganz gut bis gleich.
No wins for you. At least not yet. German grandpas. They say 9!
So abrupt.
I'm gonna stop.
All right, clip that. We're using that.
Okay.
Make sure you hit the marker at 1 hour and 15 minutes, and that's going to be up on our TikTok over at amateur_hour_commentary.
That's exactly what I need.
Both songs are going to be live. Dippy,
Thanks, Fezzy.
Dippy. Minute marker, 1 hour, 15 minutes should be good. Mark it. Okay. So we got 3 wins for German grandpas. Sorry, I miscounted. The search and destroy went so long that I kind of got lost in time. So we still have one more opportunity for Dr. Oppenheimer to come back and get on the board and contestants to push this out a little bit longer if necessary. But in the meantime, while they're taking their break, do we know the status of the other game?
Hard point was won by RO, 101 to 200. So,
Jeez.
Yeah. RO got 3-0 on the wins right now. So they're going into their last round.
Potential last round. That is
Potential. Yes, you're right. Sorry, my bad.
If RO are able to take it.
Yes.
Very close. Very, very close, I suppose. I mean, getting triple digits for hacks against RO is admirable. I mean, RO is a tough team. And they're in 3rd place for a reason. But this is the time that we usually talk about the sponsors. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to do any replays today. I haven't seen anything that was like super, super exciting. No offense to the teams, just nothing that really stood out. I'm sorry, I didn't block that audio.
Wow.
But I'll be a little bit more mindful going into the last one, see if there's anything that I should capture. I probably should have captured that sniper shot, though, by EOD. Realistically, I should have done that. Oh, well. It is what it is. But speaking of sponsors and replays, JD's House of Trophies is, I guess we could consider them our first sponsor? Is that fair enough to say?
Yeah. One that real sponsor. Yeah. One that like doesn't require other people to do things. The other ones are more affiliates.
Yeah. This JD's House of Trophies is more than just a trophy designer. They have a variety of different things, from different awards, types of awards, from different materials to different gifts that you can have, medals, office supplies, promo material. And their customer service is amazing. The interactions I've had with them, they're always quick to respond. They have high quality material, and they ensure safe transport of all of their stuff to you, the consumer. So
custom on the rocks glass set.
Beautiful. Pretty much everything on their website is customizable for you. Make sure you send in what it is you want. Yeah, check it out. Even butcher block cutting board. A personalized valet tray. Who has these things? Baseball, softball, basketball, football, all different kinds of sports that they have unique things for. So go check them out. High quality material. We're going to continue to use them. They have been supporting us the past 3 seasons for the Alvo World League. And we love them. We love them. They're absolutely great. High quality material. Can't say that enough. Great customer service. The other sponsors, well, more so affiliates, W.GG. If you head on over to W.GG, test out all their different kinds of flavors over on their website. W.GG is a producer of energy beverages for people who are mostly into streaming and video gaming. You'll find a lot of different producers of energy drinks out there. And I've had some, like G Fuel. G Fuel, though, to me, and this is no slight against them, to people who like them, great. But for me, G Fuel was a bit gritty in its texture. W blends incredibly well. There's no texture outside the taste of water, flavored water. And that's essentially what you're getting here, a nice, well-blended product into the water that gives you a good flavor. I've had 6 different flavors. You can see, actually, I haven't had this green one yet. I guess I'm going to have to hop on and get.
Which one? The dosage? I've got that one.
Yeah, I didn't have that one, but I've had pretty much every other one. So it looks like I'm going to have to go on and buy some more. But W.GG, they have great products. The purple dub sauce was the most recent one that I had. Absolutely amazing. I did not think I was going to like it nearly as much.
Which one's that one?
The dub sauce.
Yeah,
I'll click on it.
Or what's the flavor?
Passion fruit.
Passion fruit.
Yeah, it was far better than what I thought it was going to be. Absolutely loved it. Be sure to check them out. We do have a promo code. Use AHC at checkout, or you could just use the link that's available in the Discord, and you'll immediately get 10% off your total purchase. I wouldn't be encouraging you to buy this if I didn't use it myself. There is no crash afterwards. It does give you the mental energy, but it doesn't give you jitters. So be sure to check it out. W.GG, use AHC to get 10% off. Gaming Synergy, if you have not yet recognized the fact that Gaming Synergy is probably one of the best places you can go to create your own league and stuff. Sean has taken all the work out of setting things up. Like, you can literally just go in here, create an account for free, and you can run your own league or tournament. If you go to gaming-synergy.co.uk, create an account and start your league, start your competitions in esports. He's very responsive. He has worked very hard to make this as user-friendly as possible. If you have any questions in terms of managing a league or a competition, he can get that sorted for you, no problem. Talk about customer service, that guy's right up the alley, and some of the best, particularly around his own website. That's what we use to run our competitions. It's what we've used in past competitions. We've been partnered with them since 2019, 2020. So long-standing relationship there. Check them out. Sign up, especially if you want to compete in future events. And to promote ourselves a little bit, if you go to amateurhourcommentary.com, you can check out the website. We not only have a homepage that tells you a little bit about who we are, briefly how we started. It also gives you all the different social links, and you can also click on the Rep Sports button if you want to go check out the Raise Energy stuff. But it's a good source of information, particularly around Alvo. You got the Alvo resources page here, especially if you're new and you want to get to know the game a little bit better. I created a page for all of you that has starter map labels. So if you're trying to figure out callouts and stuff, this will give you a good starting point for each of the maps that are currently available. Search and destroy spawn locations for bomb sites and also player spawns for each of the maps. Some map tips on the videos that I've created in the past. Some of these might need to be updated. And some tips and tricks related to what you can expect in, zombies or how to use kill streaks and so on and so forth. And then, of course, if you're following the league, there is a league section, which I reference all the time. I will continue to update that page as seasons continue. A merchandise section, if you guys want to support us, we do have some merch over on Spring. Be sure to check it out. I need to do some more updating, get some more AWL stuff over there, but there are a few things, and if you're interested in a jersey, I can work on making you one. And if you want to know a little bit more about who we've worked with in the past, is our collaborations and affiliations page that tells you kind of where we've been, a little bit of a history for each of those, and who we are currently working with. And I think that's about it. There's my sponsor plug.
All right, here we go for Bronco. Bronco taught me some German words.
Oh boy.
Go like this. I don't quite remember how to pronounce them. Here we go. This was one. Probably fucked that up. It was pretty close. It was something really weird about a manhole covered wrench. See, nearly. I got lost at around the around the 56th consonant.
You know, it was a good faith effort, particularly in song. All right, this is potentially the last round unless Dr. Oppenheimer can come back. We shall see. Sorry, no audio.
Behind you.
But Team Deathmatch on retreat. O'Doyle now in the mix. Will this be a difference maker given his pedigree, where he is coming from? The first 2 seasons, O'Doyle was playing with one of the best teams in the AWL history. Its brief history, Death Squad. Death Squad being Season 1 champs. Also top contender in the Beta League. And in Season 2, they were 2nd place. So O'Doyle has great competitive history when it comes to the AWL. And he's been a great addition for Dr. Oppenheimer, a newly put together team and composed of pretty much new players to Alvo. And we'll see if it makes a difference, as he can be a top fragger in his best of days. So far, Dr. Oppenheimer with 14 kills, looking pretty good on the scorecard.
Heard, I'm right there.
Give me a German word that is typically used. I could probably pronounce it. Just saying.
Wurscht jetzt.
Can't remember what most of them mean, but yeah, it does look like Dr. Oppenheimer is holding a lead, 21-12.
Nee, wir müssen
See if they can keep this momentum moving into next few minutes. You have to reach that 35 elimination threshold. And once they do that, they could probably sit comfortably in the stronghold of Hotel.
Läuft jetzt rüber in Laundry Room.
I said typically use Bronco.
Wie kommt der darauf?
Streichholzschachten. Schachten. I can't pronounce that. Schachtelchen? Schachtelchen? Streichholzschachtelchen. Close?
Wahrscheinlich US-West, aus West.
Ja, das hat auch richtig Probleme beim US-West.
Pretty cool. That's not a typically used word, though, is it? Nice shots there by Meister.
Pusht nicht so durch. Alles gut.
Ah, fick dich.
Leute, ruhig. Contenance, huh?
Bleib zusammen, bleib zusammen.
Grenades out towards... Oh, gets a nice couple eliminations there. Not only grenades, but a couple of shots on target. Ask Spezzy. Okay.
Einer ist bei unserem Spawn, ist am Campen.
I don't know, Spezzy, you tell me, dude.
Bei unserem Spawn.
Is it typically used? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's one that I would not be able... I would not be able to use that in casual conversation. Was I even close in its pronunciation? Nice shots here by Hugsley in the rotations. I think the rotations right now in retreat for Dr. O are looking tight. Nice, clean, and crisp. And catching German Grandpas just off guard. Unfortunately, Hugsley getting shot in the back there, but they have reached the elimination threshold. Question is, are they going to sit back and play a little bit more passive, or are they going to keep up this momentum and really bring it to the German Grandpas? Really knock them off of their pedestal that they have clawed their way up on.
Flower pot. Oh, he's in lockers.
Got him. Yep, let's station ourselves here and let's just wait.
Want to
them
just
out.
hold spot back here? Yeah.
Only fucked
I'm
up on the
watching
A.
crossways.
Watch balcony.
Let's watch bathroom
watching
corner.
Is that a long A?
Slidey hole.
Because I said
Nice.
Schachtel. Schachtelchen.
Yeah, we watch.
Damn, they're coming to reception hall right now.
Reception.
Oh, I got two. Coming through lockers. Oh, archway. Up top balcony. Top to side.
I got, hey, the fact that I got pretty close though, I'll pat myself on the back for.
Luckily, this is a good. This we can spawn it back here.
Yeah, this is a really good holdout.
One pushing there. He's
Good positioning here. It looks like they're so one of the strategies that a lot of teams have been employing is once you reach the threshold for eliminations, wherever you spawn, you take up root there and you try to hold that down as your new stronghold. That way you don't put yourself in a position of losing the lead. And it looks like Huxley has embraced this strategy while the rest of the team is kind of holding certain angles like down towards reception, but unfortunately the spawn has flipped and to put Huxley in a very bad position, gets shot from behind.
Yeah, let's go to hotels. Go to hotels.
46 to 58. Still not a substantial lead, but it's enough that Dr. Oppenheimer might.
Kommt über dir, Ika. Vor dir, vor dir.
Ah, zu spät.
You'll post it in Discord. How-to videos for German words like that.
Wo? Fuck. Ist jetzt gerade hochgelaufen.
Well, I did spend, what is it, 6 years learning German from middle school through high school. And I could say that my ability to pronounce things hasn't really been gone, but my ability to actually speak German is completely gone. Like, I could not speak it fluently. Back then, I probably would be able to speak it relatively well enough that I could go there and get my way around and ask reasonable questions, but not anymore, man.
Es ist schwierig, die zu killen, ja, da gebe ich euch recht. Die Maps, die
68 to 59, near 10-point difference.
Einer ist im Zigzag.
Einer ist weg, um die Ecke, rechts um die Ecke.
Einer ist direkt
German
vom
Grandpa's
Lager
trying to claw their way back and solidify this win if they can. Because if they can take this win, then they're going to move on to the next round. Otherwise, they're going to be dropped down into the losers bracket. And they'll have to fight their way back to the finals.
Cafeteria hat einer in der Ecke.
13 Punkte Unterschied. Wir halten uns gut auf Abstand. Und busy.
Lass da. Kannst mir kaum kaputt schießen, ist das Problem.
Egal.
Fix der Container. Nein,
I've seen a lot of skulls on that screen,
In der Abschlusscafeteria.
which is not a good sign for the Grandpas.
Ja, genau. Ganzes Magazin heizt du drauf.
Guck mal, ich auch.
I'm tearing the ass up.
There's one up there. I can hear him run. Yep. Dude.
60 seconds on the clock.
Albert down.
Good grenade.
Helping you too.
A new EOD was coming up from behind, given his perspective, clearing out that hotel.
Well, 30.
See, my German,
Putting up some good numbers.
my German goes as far as this.
Going to triple stairs.
Sana.
Oh, we're not gonna get DMCA'd, are we?
Du hast.
With the clock ticking down, German Grandpas are trying to fight their way back, but it's still too broad of a gap to cover, and I think Dr. Oppenheimer are gonna take away a victory here and keep this game going.
All right, now.
It is.
Very good play, 94 to 81. And Dr. O stays in this game.
That's what I
As we jump out and jump back in again.
Rammstein is legendary.
Yep. Tell him a minute.
Wonderful music. Well, I love the sound of their music.
Ja.
Lyrics of some of their songs are,
Weil die nächste Runde wird wieder US-West.
some can be pretty dark or disturbing, but yeah, they're insane. Love them. Great shows too, if you ever get to see them in concert. I never have, but I've watched a lot of their concerts online. They're really, really good. Thanks for the sub there, Fergie, the resub. I'm assuming the repeat offenders hacks match has come to its conclusion. Do we know what the final was? Because last we knew, RO was 3-0. And the last one would have been TDM. They love to provoke? Yeah, well, as most music should. It should provoke some sort of, you know, thought. Hello, Nickel. Disgruntled. Welcome. Yeah, what was the last map for TDM?
The second TDM was 35 to 64 in favor of RO.
Okay.
And I believe it was on town.
Nice. Well, congratulations. I'm actually going to update that now.
Yeah.
Passwort stimmt nicht.
Ich weiß, aber 4711. Was haben wir nicht gesagt?
Oh boy. Are we going to get DMCA'd? You're going to kill. You're going to kill us. I'm muting.
Geh mal raus.
There, now it's
Geh mal
muted.
raus.
We're only allowed a certain
Why?
number of seconds for that. Before we
You
get
can't
DMCA'd.
You can't. No, they can't DMCA a tune or a chord progression. So there's no worry about that. Congratulations, RO.
Das explains so much.
Okay, now that you've added lyrics.
For you hacks. Maybe you would have won one if you weren't such a fucking hack. Good job for you. Too bad, hacks.
So, real quick, just so everybody has an idea of what the next round is going to look like. Looks like they're going to do house day. Scrolling down, repeat offenders, they won 4-0. They're moving on to go up against against Paragon next week. Hacks drops down into the lower bracket, and they are going to compete against whoever loses between Trauma and whoever wins this fight. So next week we will see Paragon versus repeat offenders and Trauma against whoever wins this fight tonight. I don't know if we should be watching what we just saw, but okay.
So good at this. D. Mental. Why don't you touch my pee-pee? Mental. No, I didn't make the new trigger. You want the hacks tune?
Okay, we're going to house day for search and destroy.
I gotta remember how to do this. I haven't played that in so long. I don't remember how it goes.
All right, heading into house. Search and destroy. I'm getting some terrible feedback.
Yeah,
on your
sorry.
guitar. Jesus.
I just turned. I just put on the tuner.
House day, search and destroy. Dr. Oppenheimer, can they stay in this fight and continue their journey? Or
Yeah, let's go tunnel.
If we lose,
will German grandpas take them out here and now?
Sorry,
You
Dan, I
guys,
didn't mean to-
Tough map to fight on for search and destroy, honestly. Very few routes that you can take. Most of them can be easily covered.
And clear.
Watch our flank.
Alright.
so clear.
I think one of the biggest things that they have to consider at this point is pushing
Get over here.
as a
Get
unit
over here. You can get shot from right there.
I'm watching.
and trying to clear out at least one area. Good shots through the wall here.
Do we want to push back in? And
Pugsley able to get it down. Pushing up through the stairs here is awfully dangerous, though. Most utility has been used, but I'm sure there's still some in reserve.
I like that idea. But watch the flank because they think we're in boiler room.
I'm gonna stay
Okay.
here. I'm gonna stick here a minute.
I'm gonna watch our back the other way. You guys can push through.
I'm out of breath.
And this is one of the challenges of going through the tunnels, that you are subject to going up these stairs, which you don't have a clear perspective from.
Nobody's in
He's
garage.
clear.
All right. They're
they
gonna.
all left.
They're gonna
GM unfortunately let the game. There's
That's lame.
huh?
that's a win for us.
No, it's a draw.
I mean, technically, if we wanted to be like super, technically it is. Well, we're not doing that.
We're not
Dude,
doing that. Yeah, we're
we're
not
not going to
doing
do that. No, we are not doing that. No, we're restarting. All right.
That's
So,
right.
do we need to leave and rejoin?
Nope. Just leave it alone.
Oh, I think I figured it
Send
out.
an invite.
What happened?
I feel like we were doing pretty
What
good
the-
too. Like they
What
wouldn't have
happened?
left if
They
were
didn't get
winning.
I don't know. The entire German Grandpa's team just
As soon as we knocked two of them,
they
down,
weren't
we
there. I don't know what happened. It did a draw because Team 2 completely just dropped.
What's up, you guys? Did we lose game halfway through? There he is.
Oh, someone didn't.
It was strange because that happened in practice the other night.
The man short.
Who were we missing? Were we missing Andy? Or?
I didn't know GAM was
I think we're
Pico.
missing- Yeah, maybe it was.
Huh.
One of the Andys, I think. I think it was either Neighborly
I know.
Now I know.
G Andy. Oh, we lost the playoffs. Where's my? You want to borrow one of ours? You need one of our players to come play?
Oh, that was strange.
Tucker said he'll come play for you. Sorry. Oh, this
Yeah,
is my
I
fault.
can't hear the discussion being had right now, so
Get it all figured out.
I can only imagine based on your guys' reaction.
Ich weiß gar nicht. Ja, da waren 5,
He can't be saying anything that is
There he is.
reasonable.
Ah, good morning, Mr. Marbelin.
Ich bin rausgeflogen. Bin rausgeflogen.
Want another one of my classics?
Also, Lale bin schon nicht weit, da muss ich neu starten das Spiel. Ja.
This one was a banger too.
Also, alrighty.
Donkey Dick, really Canadian Donkey Dick. Shoots a load and he says, catch stick.
Ready?
Okay.
Yep.
Good old Donkey Dick. Remember Donkey Dick?
All right, let's do it.
Donkey Dinko.
Friendly and but you guys.
Where's
If you
Dinko?
If you don't remember now, you do.
No, I'm just kidding.
If you don't remember, now you do.
Schau, hier ist es hängen geblieben, ein 0.
Einfach warten.
The game did a draw because no round was finalized and an entire team dropped. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. Yeah, and it happened in practice. Actually, no, it actually didn't even. No, it did happen in practice. We were in practice the other day, and
They're gonna be ready for that now.
yeah, an entire side
because that was a good round.
was cut and forced to the other team. So the game round ended within 5 seconds because for some reason, Team 2 and Team 1 were all put together.
We can enjoy that joke.
Because he always does that.
It was so bizarre. It was so bizarre. No idea how that happened.
This one, let's skip the boiler room and go straight for the garage.
Yep.
Because
keep
they
it calm.
keep it calm, and that way they might.
But it does happen.
Uh-oh.
Nothing's perfect
Where's everybody?
until they have better servers.
Stuck over here.
Yeah,
Is Hugsley alone?
Loading screen base.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to leave.
reset the
We're gonna have to
lobby.
leave. Reset the
Hold on,
lobby.
I'll
reset-
hang
Okay, my recommendation at this point:
Gonna load you in.
restart the lobby.
How do I
Just restart the lobby.
Leave, you have to leave.
Yeah,
restart the game. Restart the game.
Yeah. Everybody leave. Restart. That lobby's busted. We are gonna go back to the disk. Yeah, restart it completely. All right, I'm gonna leave you in the
Closing time.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm leaving you with him, but I need to leave for a moment.
To the world. Closing time. You don't have to stay here, but you can't ever leave. Stuck with me. Wolf has left you all alone, and now you can't leave. Marbles. I don't think Wolf has marbles. He's doing production, which is why I'm allowed to fuck around so much. All right, Chad, give me some lyrics. Let's get some lyrics. Let's get a tune going. Someone dropping a bar. We need some marbles sometimes. Well, we did say we would do it during playoffs, but like I said, I wasn't able to get on in time to do production, and I don't think Wolf has it on his computer. So hopefully the next game I can make a little earlier and be set up, and then we can do marbles.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
See people talking about marbles. Yeah, I don't do marbles when I produce. We won't do the fly-in again, by the way. We already did the fly-in. So we'll save that.
No flying?
No flying. We already did the house fly-in. We don't need to do it again. It's lame. It's lame to do it twice. Thank you all so much for sticking it out. Appreciate it.
You're supposed to do it to the music.
Do what?
I don't know. You're supposed to talk to the music.
I'm supposed to talk to the music?
Yeah, you're supposed to like do the intro and chatting to the tune of Flown On.
Dan, you're up.
A Modest Mouse.
Oh. Well, I choose not to. Here we are.
So go
Let's see if this actually plays out now.
Yep, I'm watching this way. I'm watching my phone.
There's one boiler.
Okay. You got him?
Nice one.
Good shots here in the corner. O'Doyle taking one out, clearing out the garage. Oh, not able to take this one. Lord Rooster able to at least get some revenge on that one. But Dr. O up in numbers. 4v2 EOD and Andy in dire straits.
There's one left.
Let me crawl back.
Let's see if I can find him.
Andy left alive in 1v4. Dr. O starting off strong.
Yep, got you.
Oh, you scared the shit out of me.
What the fuck?
I don't see the last one. So stick together as a group as you move.
And unlike what we saw previously, this was an aggressive push. They did not take their time in the tunnels and push through tank. Instead, they decided to clear out the bottom of the house and try to drive up the office instead.
Almost bad. Well,
Wise choice.
Bomb upstairs.
Dan, you coming up here?
Upstairs. Yeah. It's,
I was thinking it was.
no, you're good, Dan.
No, this is the potential that everybody has seen in Dr. Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
A lot of potential there.
I drink coffee and that shit fucks me up like crack.
Oh, to make you jittery and yeah, I can't drink
Yeah,
coffee.
make my
before I play. I
make my
start, like,
hand
shaking.
shake.
Do you prefer your coffee straight brewed, like to drink it like right after it was brewed, or do you prefer it to be a little bit more room temperature?
All right, same thing, but whichever one. Yeah, so let's go to the boiler room.
I
this time.
prefer it to be not room temperature, but
Whichever
not
one that
burning my
everyone's
mouth.
Not at.
So somewhere
Okay.
in between.
So like you give it like a couple of minutes before.
Top of the boiler.
Yeah.
That's hard to get.
I gotcha.
But, like,
Meister.
I'll still like start drinking it like the moment it's brewed, but like at that point you can only sip it. You know what I mean? Like you get a couple of sips of it, the bread literally shut out of your mouth. You realize how fucking hot it is. Then you wait a minute, and then then it's good. It's still hot.
Three in here.
Grenade.
Go up rabbit hole.
Dan and Doyle left alive to go up against 4 on German Grandpas, all pushing into the tank room.
One on the right, one watching middle.
You could flank back around and go
through
for
the garage.
one. Yeah, go through the garage.
Yeah, don't go.
And it looks like they're going to do a quick rotation back around and see if they can push through the
Lay down and catch him.
garage.
One's going through the stairway.
Now, there is a chance that they can come back. They have to take their time. They got to coordinate, but they're not able to. German Grandpas up on the board, 1-1.
That was a good move.
I should have known.
That's right. I should have known the boiler room would be fucking stacked with fucking Germans.
I don't know if you guys are down with this, but if it's A, let's go top side to the right.
Okay.
Sure. Let's do it.
Yep, go, let's go.
I think that initial win on round 1 got them very excited, and they were aggressive. It looks like they're going to try to take the above ground approach. Doyle and Hugsley, unfortunately, getting caught. And I think moving up that quickly above ground is a bit tumultuous, and it's proven so,
Second story roof.
as half of the Dr. O team is in a down state.
Keep going, gangsta. You're cleaning them out.
The German Grandpas are renowned for sitting back and waiting. Like, they want to pick you off
Right there, gangsta.
and capitalize on your mistakes, punish you for making the decisions you have
They're at Billy Gates.
made. And it's proving true here.
Story still.
Third
He's
story
peeking the
roof.
window. You can
Come
get
on,
him
back.
at AC.
You got
Get
him,
him.
gangsta.
Third story inside.
Nice.
Yeah, there's still one at AC coming around front.
Ganksalicious is alone, but comms are going to be absolutely necessary. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out in their favor. German Grandpas go up by 1.
Trying something new. We still got time to pull
Now
it
we're
off.
going to switch POVs. Sorry, let me get you audio.
Einer ist hinten beim Grillplatz. Einer ist Grillplatz.
So you can see the different play style, and going above ground, German Grandpas have decided to take up position behind cover and see if they can pick anyone off who's overextended. In this case, 2 members in a down state, EOD kind of left all alone to contest here above ground, and moving from this position is going to be very dangerous.
Nee, aber ich kann gucken dafür.
Einer kommt jetzt hinter mir, scheiße. Oder du bist Andy? Wo hinter dir?
Ich bin einer ist am Haus, Tiefgarage geht da runter. Tiefgarage geht da runter. In Schräg.
Ja, ich hab einen Double Down in die Garage.
Fortunately, he finds
Verschieb mich runter zu
the
gehen.
break.
Du bist oben alleine.
And he's able to cut back down into the tunnels, try to get around the GM, but oh, he gets taken down. There is no finish. They're going to try to go for the revive here. He's not able to contest O'Doyle. Getting the drop. Oh, someone coming up from behind. Icarus putting in some work.
Vielleicht noch einen retten. Da kommt, unter dir.
Oh, Hunda Verdoren. Looks like German Grandpas are taken out by Dan the Dolphin in the end there. A really good hold there in the garage by Dr. Oppenheimer, but it was close. It was a nail biter, that's for sure.
Kam dann um die Ecke. Ganz ruhig. Alles gut.
Alles gut.
So, aber jetzt müssen wir gucken. Wir müssen 1, 2 rausnehmen.
Good shots here on barbecue again. Meister taking a post near the tower. Very strong hold from this position.
Hinter uns.
Ja.
Obenrum ist keiner.
Einer kommt. Hab ich gedownt, einer ist dead.
Einer ist im Haus, 1. Stock.
Wenn der da ist, musst du halt reviven, ne?
Ja, geht.
Yeah, not much happening above ground. Andy and Icarus, I believe, both taken down, forcing EOD to rotate back. It looks like they're trying to take the same route they did before. And I don't think that's going to prove successful against Dr. O. I'm sure they're sitting to wait. JJ getting taken out. Nice shots here on O'Doyle. Really good hold to cover that flank. But it's not going to pay off as, oh my God. Dan the Dolphin surviving once again and finishing things up, putting them in a 1-point lead, 3-2 in favor of Dr. O.
Gut, dann warten wir doch jetzt erstmal. Ruhig. Warum pushen?
What a back and forth battle. German Grandpas, they're staying true to their original strategy.
Ich pushe überhaupt nicht.
Except
Meine Position.
they're not pushing as aggressively this time.
Jetzt egal.
Die hörst das Leiden unten irgendwo im Tunnel, Garage.
Ganz
oder
genau. Die werden nicht wieder
Sorry, I'm
können.
ADHDing really fucking hard over here.
You're fine, dude.
Und wir können dann immer noch oben rum Richtung A durcheiern.
Ich würde lieber oben gehen, dass wir irgendwo uns oben vorarbeiten. Weil Tunnel wird hier safe, wird für denen abgedeckt.
Aber einer muss nach hinten absichern, definitiv. Oben
You
rum
could
sehe ich-
tell German grandpas are starting to respect Dr. Oppenheimer's capability of holding down certain breach points, and they have decided to sit back and wait and see if they can punish. The rotation above ground, though, is in effect as opposed to going into the tunnels.
Okay.
This could be a good change of pace, especially now that engagement has been postponed due to this change in strategy.
Andi, kannst du auch hochkommen?
Nice shots there by EOD.
Kann ich hochkommen? Ja, ich komm hoch.
Ja, cool.
Aber wenn jetzt einer von hinten
Die
kommt.
kommen. Ja, der ist jetzt aus
Oh, two get taken out.
Axley.
Hugsley
Direkt vor dir.
clearing out the left lane. There goes GAM as well.
Komm her zu mir.
Alter, Doppeldown.
Icarus and Andy still alive.
Steht wieder oben, das schießt mich.
But can they take out 5 remaining members? There goes 2, Hugsley and O'Doyle.
Sind noch, da kommt einer. Chat, springt hoch.
Wo ist...
Icarus is taken out. Now it's just GAM. He takes out another. It's 1v2. Gangster and Lord Rooster against GAM. Can they do this?
Großer Baum.
The rotation out towards the back wall. A strong contest here. And GAM gets taken out,
Double down.
putting Dr. Oppenheimer up 2.
Double down. Was läuft da verkehrt jetzt?
And now they are back on the offense.
Well, you're fucking
doing it
glitching them
right
to death.
I mean, we're playing somebody halfway across the world, so
Yeah,
we got to take
bound
that
to
into
happen.
consideration as well.
Really good defensive rounds by the newbie team,
Garage.
Don't go.
showing their strength in search and destroy, particularly on house.
Double down.
Okay. Come on back in.
Keep coming down. Yeah, there we go.
I got him.
Thank you, guys.
Flank looks good.
I got one down.
Clumping up together there is a bit dangerous. I would not advise doing that, but they're able to get the revive.
Flanking us through
Another
the
one
tunnel.
down.
There he is.
2 flanks. They got me.
And there's a flank in play here.
One's pushing up the stairs now.
Albert Hugsley taken out. Lord Rooster able to control the flank.
Okay, so there's one.
He takes out 2 more. Icarus left all alone in a 1v4.
Yep, he got me. He's by the ladder on the roof, like overlooking the.
Now it's a
ramp.
1v3.
He's crawling down.
No bomb plant yet. There goes Gangsta. Oh, but he trades with Icarus. And this is going to be another win for Dr. Oppenheimer, putting them in match point position.
It's in the office again.
Nice. All right, we're gonna.
Right.
I think we're gonna take this one.
Yep.
I don't want to get cocky, but
Yep.
it's looking
Don't get
good.
cocky. Hey, I'll get
No.
cocky.
And now they have every advantage in the world to try to take this one back.
There's a long way to go.
Guys, we're kind of whooping some ass right now.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
get
man,
me.
you had to say it. Put those words right
Kiss my butt, gangster. Kiss my butt.
there.
Okay, I gotta put
Lick
this
my
down before I
open
fucking get
ball.
going.
I want you to count the wrinkles on my brown start.
My rusty.
I didn't figure out what I did play for the hack song though. I figured it out.
They're probably gonna be here this
Hey, well,
Yeah.
it's saved somewhere, so you
or
can.
they're gonna be peeking.
Go back and reference it.
One at a time,
No, I didn't actually write the tab down.
You didn't write it, but you can go back and listen.
All right, Dan, you should push up.
You'd
with
figure it out
that
that
Yeah,
way.
that's basically what I did. I went back and I watched the
Oh, got another
video
one
and I was
down.
like, okay, I kind of remember what I did now, and then the rest of it I just figured out from here.
Behind.
2, 3 members of Dr. O down. Missing a couple of shots there. Able to get the head shot. Oh, but unfortunately not able to clear it out completely. Andy surviving, and German Grandpas take one back. Score line now 2.
That shit. I'll take it. Funny, we lose one, we go
But
home.
still, pressure all on German Grandpas as Dr. O remain on match point.
On this one.
Yeah, I don't either.
No.
The offense can be awfully tricky.
All right, push, push, push. I'm watching back.
You get overzealous, you push too hard, you don't wait for opportunities to
They
punish.
go harder than
you don't control the flank. This could spell their
Okay,
demise.
we're looking good at the back.
Got 2 down in garage.
All right, let's push up to the garage. Oh, behind you, Dan.
Double down.
Getting shot from behind, and here's the flank that I was just referring to. Can they clean up? Dan trades.
With them in the
Here, get Dan
tunnel.
up. I'm watching the tunnel. You guys are clear so far? There's only
And now most of the members of Dr. O remain alive. Gangsta not able to get revived. 3v1 GAM.
It's time.
Oh,
We just
yeah.
gotta plant it.
Okay,
Plant
gotcha.
that
And a
bomb.
1v3. This could solidify things for Dr. O.
All right.
Whooping that ass.
All right. So we can't let them.
And there it is. Dr. O win
I'm out.
in their search and destroy match on hotel. Pfft, I'm going back to freaking firewall days. On house. A nice little replay
Hotel,
here,
eh?
though. Yeah, hotel, man. Nice little
Oh, good
replay
map.
here.
2 Leute, 3 Leute in der Garage, 3 in der Garage.
A nice little flank coverage.
3 Leute in der Garage.
Good takeout there. Another good takeout there.
Jawohl, 2 Leute leben noch.
Unfortunately, I don't think this one panned out well for him, but it was a very nice move indeed. Yeah, I went straight firewall there, man. I don't. Oh man. My brain went all nostalgia. Jesus Christ. It was a good map though.
Next.
Or bunker, warehouse. Yeah, I'm sorry for you. My brain is like it's sharp in terms of coming up with unique commentary phrases, but for some reason I'm like regressing back to old language, just old habits. Listen, I was in a wedding yesterday, and that was a long day. My mother-in-law just left this morning to go back home because they were up here for, unfortunately, a funeral. So, yeah, I've been incredibly distracted.
So right now they've got queued up Black Site.
Don't be an ass.
Just saying, if it was that would be the equivalent.
I know you are,
not-
Fergie. No, town would not be Black Site.
What would town be?
Because
last I checked, Black Site was an
no,
map
Hold on.
with a market in the middle.
Hold on.
Watch him come back and go, yeah, it's Black Site.
No. I know what Black Site is. That's not what I'm referring to, though. It looks like they're going to go industrial anyway. What the heck was the map name? It's an Ultra. Crossroads. That's what I'm thinking of. Crossroads.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't count.
How does that not count? It's still Firewall.
Yeah, but that's the Ultra version. We're going. You said you're regressing back. You can't use the new fucking game and say you're regressing back to old Firewall.
Okay, but you
maps when it
referred.
wasn't an
You
old, that's a
referred.
new fucking Firewall.
You
map.
referred to Black Site, but
Black
I
Site
would
is an old.
Yes, but I would equate town more with Crossroads.
And what about industrial?
What about industrial? That's a good question. What would industrial be? I don't know. What would you think? Is it equatable to? It can't really be oil rig.
No.
Smart.
I don't think it's equatable at all. I don't think there's anything like
The
industrial
hard point spawn.
in Firewall.
And you're going to be point holder, and then whoever else can get on there.
Okay. We got the far spawn, so it's gonna be
Yeah,
Oh, it's okay. So it's not that far.
No, it's in the
that's not that far. Throw some fire on there, friendly fire.
Fire coming out. We got one on the balcony. We got one on the left tit. 2 in the bushes, right.
All right, so this is kind of do or die for Dr. Oppenheimer. If they win here, we go into that tiebreaker, which I was hoping we wouldn't get because I can't remember the map and blah, 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 and all that stuff.
I'm in the top bar.
But yeah, this is do or die for Dr. Oppenheimer.
2 off the tit. Left
Good
tit.
hole, good hole.
Just gonna
Oh,
sit
I'm
there.
down.
Stay there.
Yeah.
Stay there.
Left tit.
I'm down.
Tit.
Oh, got me
Go
on.
high ground. Nice, good hole, guys.
Good hold. Yep.
Good hole, good hole.
And if they can secure this victory, it's going to push them into the tiebreaker. And German grandpas certainly don't want that to happen.
They got me behind you, Yossi.
Shit.
Hold it.
The spawn point's gonna. Our spawn point's gonna be in the back.
Yep. We're
Yeah,
here.
we're good
Yeah,
now.
we are
Let me
here.
stay up on that booby.
Oh shit, there's one on the point. Nice. All right. Got him. Hold it.
Friendly fire.
Put all the fire out there. Fire everywhere.
Hold the fire,
You're gonna
guys.
be
Yeah.
fine to the
Drop-a-timer. Yeah, that is a new name now.
Crate side.
I got him. One on top. Above.
Droppenheimer, Drop-a-hammer,
Count.
Doppenheimer,
Get in it.
I'll
Drop-a-timer.
give you this one.
I'm off.
Some
We
fire
both
in
fucked
there,
up on the
guys.
town map.
Why? What would you equate it to?
Nice.
District.
Hold it.
Coming from
Oh,
chat.
they got me.
Got him. Get friendly fire.
I guess yeah, it'd be
Do
more.
hole, guys. Do hole.
One's above.
Yeah.
Above.
I guess that's a greater parallel.
Back left.
It still doesn't feel the same. Like it
Friendly fire.
No, but
because
Spawn point's
yeah, I
gonna
mean
be
even with
Okay, I'm out, guys.
even with Black Site, that's an Arabic
About to move. Hang on to
Good
it.
job.
locale, whereas here
they're all Middle Eastern. District was Middle Eastern, all of those, but
Henry, you got one on
not
top
all
of you?
not all of them were somewhere though.
Good call, you got me.
Droppenheimer, oh, I did forget that one. Droppenheimer, yep.
There, two in there already. It's one
I never heard
I got him.
Droopyheimer. That's
Someone jumping the point.
an unpleasant image.
There's one push.
oh, I got industrial,
Okay, nice.
kind of
Nice. Stay in there.
warehouse.
Good job, guys.
I see. I was thinking that, but warehouse is straight up inside,
Fire.
Okay, let me jump.
and
Yeah,
it's not
it is.
like even the interior of the main industrial building is not anywhere
Guys,
Two on the
resembling anything like warehouse. Not even close. And it's all brick as opposed to concrete cinder blocks. No. No, unfortunately not.
So, ist offen.
Not even in how you play it either.
Die sind nicht mal tot, der da oben.
Neuer Punkt.
Mach ich vor dir direkt.
Nein.
Black Site would be more industrial because you have the buildings
Direkt vom Haus.
on the one side. Where laptop was in construction.
Yeah. Kind of.
Granted, it's not a very big building, but it is a building that you can get in with multiple floors.
Yeah. What happens when overtime hits? So there's going to be a tiebreaker, which I might have to do another one of. Where's the random button? Look at this. I still have I still have it all set up. How great is
Mist,
that?
die kommen von allen Seiten. Gerade, und zwar als Team. Komplett zusammen.
Icarus, komm runter, die hast du echt.
Well, I might be able to actually figure this out from the list that I have.
Wie gesagt, die sind gut.
Der blieb was. Und spawn da vorne wieder in der Nähe.
Did I do that one on my own channel? That is a very...
Ich bin
Oh,
tot.
gosh.
Ich bin tot, ja.
That is a good question.
Why would you
I
do
may
that on
have.
your own channel?
Von hinten
Would have been
Achtung.
my question.
Spät. 2 Stück, komm rein. Legen sich gleich hin.
There's a reason that I
Kann man
probably
gleich
gave.
weggefressen. Ist offen.
Rein, rein. 1 Meter.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm not seeing it.
Kommt schneller. Mist.
Oh nein, das wäre ein Torret gewesen. Nein.
I'm gonna switch up perspective for you guys.
Where'd he come from?
Oh, there's one in there. Never mind. They're out.
111 to
Push
57
on. Let's get this point.
for Oppenheimer.
Okay,
You have a belly button? Is it in innie or outie?
I'm in.
Okay, friendly fire coming out.
I'm in, guys.
I'm off.
Ooh, I'm out.
That's the real
I'm
question.
in.
2 coming out.
Right now, Angel. Just 3 of them.
Okay.
In a gang, type
Go
1.
in, somebody go in, somebody go in, somebody go in.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
I didn't see that one.
Type 1 in chat if you're in any gang.
Outside point.
All right, yeah. Sweep the perimeter before we.
2 in chats if you're an Audi so we can laugh at you.
Okay, it's open. I'm on. Friendly fire.
I'm gonna throw away some friendly fire in
All the
there.
fire you got, guys. All the
Yeah, fire. Yes.
To an alleyway.
They're coming from behind, guys. They're coming from behind. From the opposite.
Got them both.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, it's in pit.
Yes.
Almost there. They're there too.
Right there, Angel. Nice.
Got the one that was chasing me.
Beautiful.
What in the... Still one more here. Ah. Oh, he got me. I'm out. 2 in the pit.
2 in the pit, heard.
One at the back of it.
There's one on the second floor balcony pipes.
I'm doing another draw, by the way.
Keep pushing them.
Pipes them down. Get on there.
Got that one. Okay. I'm in too.
Yep, surrounded.
I'm in.
Everyone pick a corner. You got one coming up the
One
middle.
coming orange.
Town Knight hard point.
Oh, they got me.
It actually sounds very similar to what we originally had.
Keep going, guys. Keep going. We got this.
Friendly fire on the point. I'm in the point.
Stay there. We're almost there.
Oh, I'm out.
Sorry, 142.
That's only if there's a tiebreaker.
Get back in.
That's if there is a tiebreaker. I mean, with the current score line, though, I mean, it's looking like a potentiality. I mean, 142. I don't know if German Grandpa can really come back from that. Not this late in the game, and the clock is ticking down.
Hold it. Friendly fire coming
Okay.
out.
Gonna
Yeah.
put some fire on there, guys. Friendly fire.
I'm out.
I'm on.
One front.
I thought the tiebreaker was only used for in the event of
They got me.
like a TDM ending in a tie. I thought that was the point of the tiebreaker. Otherwise, it's just first to 4. So
We're spawning in the front. Spawn point's
if
behind.
they're on hardpoint now, even if
Oh, how did that not get him?
so the tiebreaker would only happen if on this last game
Friendly fire.
being TDM,
Stay here.
that the game ends with both teams having the same amount of kills. Just because they go 9 to 9
Coming in front.
doesn't mean they do the
I'm in.
tiebreaker round.
Someone else here.
Isn't that how we had it, though?
Nice.
In the event of a tie, the predetermined map and mode will be played to determine the winner.
Yeah, but the tie was because we had one that was a TDM that would tie up.
Right,
So
but-
in the event of a TDM tie,
Okay, which one is?
because you can't have a tie in an S&D, or you can't have a tie
You wanna take
in a hard
5-minute
point.
intermission?
Well, I guess hard point you could have a tie if the timer runs out and both teams draw on the same amount of points. That was the purpose of the tiebreaker, is who gets the win.
Take a 5-minute break and then we'll.
In the event of a tie, the game ties,
Who do we
then
need to
you
take?
play
Who's on Discord
a
so we can
tiebreaker round to
make
determine who
sure
won
that
that round.
I have
communicated.
EOD on my Discord.
Okay, yeah, we'll message you EOD, or if y'all find out before us, message Albert.
On Discord.
Well, then I need to have that more clearly explained in the rules, because at present it just says in the event of a tie.
Wir gucken jetzt nach,
Yeah, in the event of a
welche
tie,
welches
the
Team
game
Tiebreaker
ties.
ist.
That's the purpose of what it was.
Aber ich gehe schon mal raus, ja?
Ja,
Wer entscheidet das?
Right.
das wurde ausgelost.
Yes, but I don't know if that's how it was expected.
Das wurde ausgelost.
All right, so
This
let me
season.
okay. Let me.
I
let
know.
me ask
I
this
understand. I understand what you're saying.
question. Okay,
And
okay,
the-
so hypothetically, in your scenario, hypothetically, if they go 6 and 6, is that not a tie?
Weil die ersten 3 Runden haben wir sowas von gut dominiert auf einmal.
Well, yes, but yeah, no, I get what you're
So do they
saying.
play? Yeah, so going 9 and 9 isn't a tie because the game hasn't ended in a tie. The game is still going.
Dann fliegen wir halt raus. Dann verlieren wir
Yes,
die Runde.
I get
Ist
that.
egal. Wir haben auf jeden Fall gut gespielt. An unserem Teamplay lag
So now they're going to a TDM. If the TDM ties,
Yes, I get that logic. I'm just saying it's not clearly
die waren auch
defined.
schlagartig besser.
yeah, but any other way makes no fucking sense.
Vor allem sind sie mir
I'm just saying it's not clearly defined.
Zweitrangig was? Wieso?
Go to the
What to
TDM.
do?
Go to the
They play a
TDM.
TDM.
Ja, aber lass uns trotzdem drüber reden.
Go to the TDM.
Ja, können wir jetzt auch. Wir können jetzt drüber reden. Ich habe nur gesagt, ich sag nicht, ihr sollt nicht drüber sprechen jetzt gerade.
Ask in
sondern
Discord?
jetzt gerade-
Okay, I'll
Ich
respond.
weiß, ich verstehe eure Probleme. Die
Go
ihr habt.
go to TDM. So continue the round unless there's an actual point tie.
Emotional zu sehr da reinsteigen.
Uno,
Das ist
dos,
das, was
tres,
ich
cuatro.
vermeiden will.
Ja, um das geht's ja gar nicht. Es geht
Oh
darum, du
man,
hast das
whoops.
Spiel vorher.
Sorry, you guys got all that back. Hate that transition, man. Go back through the rotation. No, go back through the rotation. So the next one will be a TDM until first team to get to 4 wins. Now, in the event that this TDM results in some sort of tie, as Titch was explaining, then that would be a tiebreaker situation because this is a determining round.
It's not 6 rounds though. 6 rounds, it's first to 4.
Yeah.
So it could be 7 rounds. And if 7th round ends in a tiebreaker, map applies.
Hey, you know, I miss things.
Continue.
I don't know what to tell you.
rotation As the rules show. I think that's TDM.
Oops. Okay, so this. Yes, it looks like there's a tie, but it's a first to 4. So the tiebreaker originally, when it was designed, it was in the event that in a TDM or in a hard point where tie in points could be obtained. So like, let's say you both get 150 points in hard point, and that was a determining map, right? Like in this case, the next team to win is going to be the victor of this match. So let's say it was hard point for the next rotation,
We're not
or in this
changing it to
case,
first to 4, Shell. The rules clearly state that the rounds continue until first to 4.
Hold on. Right here. And I went over this at the beginning. Playoff matches are double elimination rounds. Playoff concludes when a team reaches 4 wins. So all rounds do not have to be played. It's just until 4 wins are accumulated. In the event of a tie, and this should really this should really have a parenthetical of like TDM points and hard point points, the predetermined map and mode will be played to determine the winner. So since the next round would be TDM, let's say they both get the same score line of 50 and 50 eliminations. So Dr. Oppenheimer gets 50 eliminations and German Grandpas get 50 eliminations. Then the determining tiebreaker game mode and map will be used to determine who actually wins, because you cannot conclude in that tie. That was the way it was originally designed or used. However, I did not explicitly write that in there to clearly define it. So,
but it was something that we had previously had, and we had a game end like that, and the tiebreaker round did take an effect. Yeah, I believe it was first season. Because
was it first season?
I'm pretty sure this is their season 3, so unless it was last season. But I don't remember necessarily one being last season. But
no, I know you're right. It was first season.
First season. And because I remember when you and I were going over the rules, I specifically stated, I was like, what happens in the event? Because S&D can't tie. Like S&D has a clear winner, but TDM and that has can tie. What do you do in that situation? And that's when we said, okay, we'll predetermine a map pick in the event that the round ends in a tie and no winner could be determined. Then the map pick, then the tiebreaker.
How do they determine what map to pick? Well, it stays on that rotation. So if Dr. Oppenheimer were the first ones to pick maps in the first 3 games, and the German Grandpas had picked their maps in the next 3 games, then it rotates back to Dr. Oppenheimer to pick their map, the next map for TDM. And it could be the same map that they used. Like they can go through the same rotation. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. So like I'm okay with taking the scrutiny. I'm okay with taking the scrutiny.
German Grandpa's hosting. Grandpa's server pick, right? Server pick, and your map.
So I will take the scrutiny. I can totally understand the frustration. This aspect of it was not very clear. And even even though I had written them, I was interpreting it as I had just explained it. So the next edit of the rules will have it more explicitly defined. with examples so that it's very clear. But right now, it's just going to go back through the rotation. Whoever hosts it, whoever's next to pick their maps. So who picked the second set of maps?
Yeah, 9 points. That's 3 wins.
See section
One more win.
F/4. Yeah.
Would be 4 wins. This is a TDM. So if the game ends in 112 kills each and no winner.
Yes, it's because they have to reach 4 wins, not 3. So you keep the rotation going. The tiebreaker comes into effect, and this was my fault, so I apologize for any confusion. The tiebreaker comes into effect if a game mode that can result in a tie, like TDM and Hardpoint, you can get the same score at the end. If there's a tie there, then you play the tiebreaker because you can't end on that. You can't end on a tie when there's supposed to be a win or a loss. But because of the game modes and the nature of the game modes, there's a potential for a tie. So to figure out who actually wins that round would have to play the tiebreaker effectively. And in this case, because it's you have to win 4 to move on, you go back through the rotation. As long as there's no tie, you go back through the rotation. However, we now have a clear tiebreaker map and mode that is now secure in the chat.
People are confusing the fact that there's like during regular season there are 6 games played, but that's irrelevant. It's first to 4 wins, so you can have a maximum. Think of it as best of 8, right? So whoever wins 4 in a row, or sorry, best of 7, right? So you can have a maximum of 7 games, which is realistically what we're at right now. So if 7 games, somebody has to win 4 and somebody will win 3. Whoever won 4 wins. However, like I said, due to the game mode having the ability to have a tie, that's when
I wouldn't say we're making it complicated. It's just there are factors that have to be considered.
Yeah.
It's
not complicated. People are making it complicated. Just play the fucking game. It's not complicated. And then when you tie, and you'll suddenly, and so if you just play the game, right? And you think about this, if you just play the game, and at the end of this, they tie and go, wait, who the fuck wins? Oh, the tiebreaker decides. Shit. Like that makes so much sense. Like it's really not complicated.
Oh, I'm sorry, Spezzy. I'm sorry, man. I mean, the game's going strong. The game is, I mean, y'all are fighting really hard.
Yeah.
But this will be the decider. Yeah. But there's a lot of nuance, and I really do try to cover as much in the rules as possible. I mean, how long is the rule set anyway? 11 pages. 11, 10 pages of rules, all of which have a lot of nuance. So I will be sure that that's updated, so it's a little bit more clear and defined. But yeah, it has explicitly been first to 4 wins for each season.
Nickel gets it. First to 4, unless the score is the same in TDM or Hardpoint. Simple. There you go. I knew I liked you, Nickel.
All right, so just to be clear, since this is going to be a team deathmatch, if the score line is the same by the end, then they would do the tiebreaker.
Sorry?
No, I'm just letting chat know.
I was reading something else.
Anyone who is watching, just so you know, that is how it will work.
They have enough adrenaline.
Get him some W, man. HC.
I might go make a W right now, actually.
HC for 10% off. International. Well, that is kind of what we said at the beginning.
No, I think she was talking to Shell, or Shell was talking to Nicole.
Well, I know, but I'm saying that is kind of what was said at the beginning. It was a first to 4. And unless there was the same score in one of those game modes. That's what you initially said.
Sorry, I was reading something else.
I'm just saying what
fucking
Nickel had said is what you had said at the beginning when you were explaining it.
Yes.
So it was said.
I didn't. I strictly said like this game just carries on because it's first to 4. There is no tiebreaker unless the game ties. It's basically the words I used.
Well,
it only got long version because everybody went, huh? What? But the rotation, but this. So like by asking the questions and me having to answer questions made it long.
Welcome to running a league.
If you go back to my initial statement of why is there a tiebreaker? Just play the fucking game. Still
It's fine. Everybody knows now. Everybody knows now.
So the sky is blue? No, it fucking isn't, Fergie. Are you high? Speaking of high.
How many plants you grow?
So Jen tried to buy homegrown stuff the other night. From a scale of 1 to 10, it was pretty fucking high.
Dental plan? No. In fact, I don't even pay my workers yet. Well, it's the atmosphere, right? You can't say it's always from, because there's influence from the sun, there's influence from other things. So like the sky, so like color is all interpreted by light refraction through prisms, right? And that's interpreted by our occipital lobe through the lenses in our eyes. And so our brain actually has to reverse what we see because what comes in through our eyes is actually upside down in reverse. So then our occipital lobe reinterprets that and sends it out to the rest of our brain so that we better understand what we're seeing in the world. But color, some would argue, doesn't really exist. It's only an interpretation of our brain so that we can understand our world clearly. But that's kind of a philosophical thought. I think color does exist. It's like the old adage, if a tree falls in the forest, but no one ever hears it, does it actually make a noise? Yes, it does. Just because we don't hear it doesn't mean it doesn't make a noise. Because sound has reverberations that have an impact on the world. So, but anyway. There's a little biology, earth science lesson for y'all. By the way, Dr. Oppenheimer's perspective is a little bit in shambles. It is not full screen, but I do think I could switch it to Doyle's and his would be full screen.
Hinten die Hotel kommt frei.
Kommt von hinten.
Okay, I'm going.
His doesn't even exist. Okay.
Red spectrum. I'm on the spectrum. Wait, what?
Mist. Hat mich einer von hinten erwischt.
Andy, kommt einer rein? Andy, wo ich tot bin?
Da.
Wir spawnen jetzt in der Sauna. Aufgepasst.
Well, that's why I said, Nickel, it was a philosophical
Wir
debate
spawnen in der Sauna.
in that regard.
Dass die im Zigzag spawnen.
Man, this is alligators are ordinary because they got them teeth, but no toothbrush.
Listen, I made it a philosophical. Yeah, he's got no audio. I said it was a philosophical thing. It wasn't a legitimate thing. It's not proved by science. You can't prove whether or not color is constant, just like you can't prove that it's not constant.
We as happiness is from magic rays of sunshine that come down when you're feeling blue.
Also, Hotel ist frei. Hotel ist
Why
frei.
do you know specific lines from that movie? Why?
Pusht nicht zu krass. Pusht nicht zu krass. Nee. Versucht die an der Rezeption rauszunehmen oder hinten oder auf dem langen Weg von mir aus. Im Café. Aber
Kommt einer jetzt Richtung Hotel?
There are facts in this world, and there are things that are not facts. The human experience is so unique from anything else because everything that we experience in the world, we deem to either be true or of a truth, and therefore it's fact, when in truth, nothing that we interpret can necessarily be determined as factual. It's all just interpretation of the experience.
Blumenkästen, Rezeption.
Bei der Blume down. Cafeteria.
Cafeteria ist raus. Quatsch, laundry room is dead.
Laundry room,
Nisa ist tot, laundry room.
And this is where color blindness is discussed, because, you know, if color truly exists along the spectrum in which we have deemed it to exist, then why do people who are, wow, that was not a great shot, EOD. I don't know what that was.
That was a railing.
Well, what I'm saying, Mooger, is that there are things that are true, that are factually true, and have been proven through science, like gravity. There's a gravitational pull. But there are things that...
Let's not get on gravity, because now we're going to have to ask, are you talking Newtonian gravity, or are you talking Einstein's gravity? Because Einstein said his happiest moment when he realized that somebody jumping out of a plane didn't actually fall to the ground. The ground accelerated up to him because he was stationary in space.
Well, then that comes down to a discussion of flat earthers, which we will not discuss here.
It has nothing to do with flat Earth. It has to do with the... No, it has to do with the curvature of space-time.
But this is what I'm saying, Fergie, is it's all because the eyes can't perceive the colors. So how do we, and again, this is philosophical, how can you say that colors exist if colors are an experience that we have as humans? Without the experience as humans and being organically designed the way we are, can you actually confidently say colors exist regardless of our existence? Right now, German grandpas are winning. Or so you say, because if you look at light as it enters a prism is absent color.
Okay, kein Problem.
Because the absence of color is white and the presence of all colors is black. So if the light that goes into the prism is actually absent color, but once it goes through the prism, there's color.
Okay, but the double slit experiment says that in quantum mechanics that the electron actually goes through both slits until you observe it.
Right.
And then it picks one.
But that's again, it's observing it. Does it actually exist? And I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying this is the philosophical debate.
Is it a philosophical debate if it's just scientifically, like, if science has proven it, it's no longer a philosophical debate. It's just arguing a point that is stupid.
No, it is still a philosophical debate because the means in which we're designed is required to receive that information. So in other words, taking in the light itself, the interpretation comes from our brain's ability to understand it and, you know, consider its existence. Without us, without the way we're designed, does it actually exist? But then there are things like chromosomes and hormones and stuff that's measurable. That stuff has some factual existence and truth to it. Same with gravity. There's a gravitational pull. There's rotations of planets and blah, 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 blah. Like, these things have been proven to be factually true. But there are some things that we deem to be true, but that's only because we don't have any other explanation for it, and it tends to be a human personal experience.
This is an interesting hole from German grandpas back here. They're doing a good job. Double slit's freaky like a video game, renting only what the player sees. It's double slit evidence that we're in a simulator.
Das ist egal, dann laufen wir halt ins Hotel, das ist völlig egal.
Well, actually, if you actually really get into double slit, it really makes you question your understanding of how electrons actually go around a nucleus. And then even more so when you get into the compounds, how like they share, like hydrogen and oxygen molecules will share electrons. and then you realize that the electron is technically in all of the areas at once. It really starts to get real deep when you actually get into the real science of molecules, when you get into quantum mechanics and electrons. It's fucking wild.
Let's talk about string theory. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I believe German grandpas are up. And let's see if EOD can use his bazooka effectively this time without eliminating himself. He does put down the turret. And this is definitely going to help. And this could solidify their victory going into the next round. Oh my gosh, EOD is obliterating at the moment. And that's going to end the round. And German grandpas are going to take this one 94-69, and that's going to push them go into the next round. And Dr. Oppenheimer is going to drop down into the losers bracket. But what a hell of a freaking fight, man! What is this?
That was a good comeback though from
4-3.
Yeah, that was a good comeback from Oppenheimer.
It was great. It was a great fight. I mean, they were down and out at the beginning, and like halfway through in the second half of the game, yeah, they brought it back, tied it up, which forced a game 7. And German grandpas picked one of the best map choices you can have for TDM, and they came out victorious in relatively good fashion. I mean, what was that? 30-point gap, just about. So I gotta say, like, despite the outcome and Dr. Oppenheimer going down into the loser's bracket, they did really good against the German grandpas, a formidable team. Looking at the bracket right now, let me refresh the page real quick. And looking at the bracket, we can see now where they are positioned. Trauma going up against German grandpas in week 2. Paragon going up against repeat offenders in week 2. Dr. Oppenheimer is going to compete against whoever wins between Paragon and repeat offenders. And Hacks...
They're going to compete against whoever loses against Paragon and repeat offenders.
Yes. Is that not what I said? If not, that's what
whoever wins from Paragon.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Whoever loses, yeah. Sorry. So whoever loses in that game, in that 4th game between Paragon and repeat offenders, is going to go up against Dr. Oppenheimer, and whoever loses in the Trauma German Grandpa's game is going to go up against Hacks, and then whoever wins round 2 is going to compete in the semifinals and push through to the actual finals. So this will be the upper bracket finals. And then whoever loses next week is going to be competing in the lower bracket, and that's going to push forward until we get a winner to push through to the overall finals. So Dr. Oppenheimer and Hack still have a chance. They can come back, win the losers bracket, and get all the way to the finals. We'll see how that plays out. But that's going to conclude week 1 of playoffs. Sorry for any of the confusion that existed. But very good game between German Grandpas and Dr. Oppenheimer. I'm excited to see what happens next week. If you lose against Paragon, you have to play Hacks again. No. Yes. You will be... Oh, yeah. No.
Yes.
No. Whoever loses number 4... So if repeat offenders lose against Paragon, they're going to go up against Dr. Oppenheimer. See? Loser of 4. Here's 4.
Can you bring it up again?
Oh. So Dr. Oppenheimer's here. Loser of 4. Here's number 4. Paragon versus repeat offenders.
So I'm gonna read it again. So RO, if RO loses against Paragon, they play Hacks again. Yes.
No.
Is that not correct?
No. It says loser of 4. Here's the 4th match. Paragon versus repeat offenders. They would go up against Dr. Oppenheimer.
Let's see. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then whoever loses a Trauma and German Grandpa's match would go up against Hacks.
Okay, yeah, because it crosses. Okay, that makes sense.
So just follow the words, people. Just follow the words.
Yeah. Loser 4, loser 3. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But if you win, Fergie, so let's say you win. Okay, so let's say you lose to Paragon, but then you play Dr. Oppenheimer, and then you move on. and let's say Hacks wins against, say, German Grandpas, right?
Then you would play, them again.
each other again in the round 2 of the losers bracket. So you may face them again, depending on who wins out on round 1 of the lower bracket.
If any of this remains confusing, just go to amateurhourcommentary.com, look at the bracket there, and you can see how it would progress. I'm showing it here, but you can go there and just remind yourself. All right. It can be confusing, but that's why these brackets are set up. So it kind of directs you to, what to expect. It kind of spells it out for you. That's why I use it, so I don't have to do any of the thinking. If I'm in my own bracket, I'd screw up everything.
Looking for new songs with German words.
So before we head
send me some stuff.
I got no marbles. I don't do marbles when I produce because I don't have it. But if Titch can produce in future, then you guys will get marbles. But that being said, if you guys want to watch some more action, but in a different game, I believe we have a matchup we're going to cover tonight for Rocket League. If you go to AH Commentary RL over on Twitch, you can watch us cover a match with what I guess we could say is maybe a future partner with GNG. We'll see.
Yeah.
Posted a link with the Streichholz Schachtelingen video. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. We've been here a while. You guys go enjoy German Grandpas, get your sleep. Titch, you got anything before we head out?
Oh, I'm good.
All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow and go check out our YouTube channel. Subscribe over there. We will see you guys next week. Till then, bye.